Searching begins, find yourself within. Take up your blade, let the fears within fade. Stories are told as the die roll. Don't be afraid, make your destiny will find you in me. Friends at your side, may the group with pride. Try as you might, you now live to fight. Monster nor foe can fill you with woe. Enemies in sight, it's time to roll dice. Roll for initiative. Check, please.
Hello, checkers and pleasers.
Hello!
Hello.
Hello.
And
It's a
welcome to
thing.
Check Please, the D&D live show. I'm your DM Beardy, and down here are my lovely players.
Hello, my name is Keni, and I play Risen the Fateweaver.
And I'm Xeno. I play Vera, the cultist swarmonger.
I'm Skrewy. I play Petravian, the Hivekeeper Paladin of the cult.
Oh, only
And
the cult.
I'm
Only that one,
Just a cult.
apparently.
Okay, interesting.
We see you.
and I'm Foaly. I play Kurla, the half-orc life oracle who is not in the cult.
True.
How dare you. They didn't drink the
What?
honey either.
But you're cursed
No.
with a different cult.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
It's a
The other
different
cult
thing.
has its talons in me.
Yeah.
Talents?
Anyway. With that, let's roll. So last time, the party managed to get into the Emperor's Palace and have a conversation with him and found out that he was kind of strangely a chill guy. He explained a few things and offered up some advice where he could, eventually suggesting that the group go to a place called Mount Tianshan, an area that is apparently somehow important to the concept of balance and harmony in the world. He sent you there in hopes that somehow that area will reveal to you an answer about what to do about all of this. Currently, y'all are in the town of Shagonar on the afternoon of the 14th of November. So we open on a lovely little steppe town, sort of on the edge of the steppe and the grassy plains that sort of border two provinces of the Kentau Empire. And you all have run into a group of people, or rather they have sought you out, that are wearing some interesting looking clothing. They have these odd metallic cloth-clad, cloaked people. And they have approached the group, and they're currently looking at Riz, and they're all smiling with hopeful expressions.
Oh, I mean, like, all of us at least once have spoken to a god at least.
It's not all it's cracked up to be in some cases, like in one year of that. Although technically it's not a day in my case, so I take it back.
I
The
like,
gods seem to be
I
alright,
like talking
actually.
to my gods.
No, your gods seem to be alright so most of the time, which is weird coming from me, I know, but it's the primal ones you need to watch out for.
I'd like to pick up a rock and throw it at Kurla, who is in, I assume,
Range.
Risen's.
Jeez. Yeah, you're within Stonehucking range. Yeah.
Awesome. You want
Make,
to?
make a ranged attack, please.
You got it.
Stone shield right in front of Vera.
Yeah, I mean it depends where I'm.
I don't know if you're in range to intercept that with a stone shield, Petravian. All right, well
That's a 31.
all right. So your rock sails through the air and is gonna collide with, I'm assuming, the back of Kurla's head. Is that roughly what you were aiming at?
Any
'Cause
part
with
of Kurla.
a 31, you're pretty laser focused, so I'll let you call the shot. Where are you hitting the
Sure,
stone?
that can hit the head.
Okay.
It's not a big
So-
rock. It's like a medium-sized rock.
Okay. Roll a d2.
Oh shit. D2.
Yeah,
D2.
it'll either be 1 or 2 damage.
Got it.
It bruises.
Oop.
slash or space.
God damn it.
You're fine.
What the shit, yo?
There, one
least-
damage.
1 damage. All right. So,
Ah.
Kurla, you're struck in the back of the head with a small rock for 1 point of damage after saying that.
At least Vera's not punching me in the tit again.
Small victories, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's an
you don't
improvement, in fact.
remember that, so it's.
I know. I know.
You rub like, ow, why does it hurt?
God, the,
So this
the
group of
mosquitoes
people
in this
like
area are fucking huge.
look back and forth from Kurla to Vera, like not sure what's going on there.
Who is currently
And-
flipping off Kurla.
Yeah,
Vera.
and eventually they focus back onto Riz. Please, will you help us?
I mean, what do you need?
Well, we heard that you were a powerful medium and you could help us get in contact with our god.
Oh, okay, which one is it?
Well, his name is Anvil, and he is a very benevolent leader. He seeks to bring perfection to everything in the world.
I have never heard of this. Is this another elder being? Am I being punked?
No, he's a young god. But it doesn't mean that he isn't worthy of worship, or that he doesn't have positive attributes to add to the world, to make it better.
I give a side eye over to Vera.
I've
We-
never heard of him.
We can compensate you, of course. We wouldn't ask for something for free.
Oh, I don't need money. It's fine.
Oh, then perhaps we could make a charitable donation in your honor. We could take the money we would have given you and invest it in building a school or an orphanage, perhaps.
Well, that actually sounds very wholesome. Probably that, yeah. Or Okay. Okay. So.
Wonderful.
His
They're-
name.
They're all like really happy to hear that. They're all smiling and they're all of them seem oddly happy and also strangely attractive. Like the whole group of them they're all oddly like on the attractive side of the spectrum. So it's weird that none of them are like average looking. These people would all be considered beautiful. Anyway,
We're all beautiful on the inside.
No.
no.
I highly disagree with that comment.
As soon as you cut them open, that's...
Kyle, no. Okay. Well, his name is Anvil. He believes in perfection. Okay. How did you come about hearing about these? How did you start worshiping him? I should ask this.
We have holy books.
What?
Holy books, tomes. One of them pulls out a small book and holds it up, and it has a symbol of like this kind of triangular thing in a circle with some lines around it. It's a holy symbol you don't recognize. When they hold it up, it was from these.
Do you mind if I look through this?
Of course. And they hand it over to you.
I
You
would like-
pamphlet.
I would like to flip through it.
We have many copies. You're welcome to keep that one if you like.
Oh boy, there are more.
Have you
There,
heard the good news
Mormons.
about our Lord and Savior Anvil?
Just a note, Skrewy. You don't know Anvil.
I don't.
No, Soul never told you guys.
No.
Nope.
This would be a new word for all of you. None of
Yeah.
you have any concept of who this person is.
So I just wanted to let you know your character does not know.
Okay, good. I'm like, shit. Do I know this person?
No.
No. You've never heard of this entity ever.
But if you'd like
Okay,
to
then.
learn more about them, folks,
You can visit
check
the
out the
wiki.
wiki.
Hey!
Plug, 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 plug.
All right. I'd like to read through the book, skim it at
Yeah.
the very least.
Give me an int check to quickly skim through the book.
What?
Jeez.
Well, I mean, you're no good at these.
Of course not.
No.
Oh, I not one.
Oh!
Awesome.
Thanks.
Okay.
Oh.
So you flip through the
Fuck.
book. It seems like, as far as you can tell, it's a pretty sappy religion. It's mostly about just like trying to better yourself, and by bettering yourself, you better the world, kind of a thing.
Aw,
It's a pretty. I mean, honestly, it's a pretty basic religion.
that's kinda wholesome.
They're like, hey, if we work on ourselves and we try to like make ourselves into better people, and other people join us and do the same thing, we'll literally make the world a better place by working on ourselves. Like, they don't believe in like fixing someone else. They believe in this concept of like self work. So like self perfection, kind of reflection on yourself, working on any problems you see, things like that.
Okay.
So that's
And the idea is that if everyone in a community does that, the community's better. So it's a pretty naive religion, and it's also seems to be pretty young. The book's new, and it's not very long, but
As a
you get the sense that there's some like morality stories in it, and whatever, you skim through most of it, and it seems to be pretty. No, what's the proper term I should call it?
Innocuous?
Yeah, it's rather innocuous. It seems pretty non-harmful as far as belief structures go. Nowhere is it calling for the killing of any particular groups or anything like that.
Oh, that's
so,
unfortunate.
No.
Yeah.
No inherent racism deeply seated in there.
doesn't appear to be rooted in any kind of
Okay.
intense amounts of racism or hate. It seems to be pretty much, if anything, it reads more like a self-help book than a religious document.
Oh.
as a player, I'm listening to this, and I think it's a scam. It's a multi-level marketing scam.
Probably.
That's me as a player.
Okay. So you found these books. You found a book?
Oh, yes, sort of. It was given to us, or to some members of our group, and then we copied them and made more and have been spreading the message. And then we heard that there was a medium that was traveling through the area, and we wanted to find them. And that's you, right?
Probably. Okay. Where do you feel closest to your god?
Well, I suppose we all have a personal connection. We don't have a temple or anything like that.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
This is making it way more complicated. Okay. Okay. So, since I've never contacted him before, it will be a lot harder for me to speak to him. I want you to understand this. It might not work, but I will try. I will insist. I will try for you, okay?
Thank you. We really appreciate it.
You guys are really nice.
Bless.
Okay. Okay. Is there a place we can like sit down? It's easier if I can like sit and focus somewhere safe. Like where can I do
Sure.
this?
So they will invite you to their area they have in Shaganar, which Shaganar, I don't know if I described this completely or not, is mostly a tent town. There are very few solid, like, freestanding structures here. It's mostly large pavilion-style tents, stretching on sort of sparsely spaced out here at the edge of this steppe. There's a lot of horses here, and a lot of people moving in and out, trading various goods and doing their whole shtick. So these guys have a pavilion somewhat nearby.
Okay.
So they'll lead you there and welcome you inside. And there's a fire pit in the middle, and there are these sort of low-sitting lounge kind of wooden chairs around it, and they'll help you to make yourself comfortable there and offer you probably spring water.
They let all of us there, or just?
Yeah, they'll take anyone who wants to go with them.
Okay, Kurla is a little bit concerned over how nice they're all being, and is also now not in the best mood, and that's saying something for Kurla, but this bloody great big horsefly came out of nowhere and bit the back of their head, so now they're even more pissy. The long and short of it being that I would like to do a sense motive, if I may, please, on
Yeah, go for it.
these people, because they're not a trusting... That is a 35.
Nice.
Thank you.
I mean, aside from seeming like kind of wide-eyed, naive, religious folk, they don't seem dangerous.
Okay.
But, I mean, they have seemingly no hostility toward anyone in the group, and they don't seem to have lied to anyone so far.
Then Kurla will... Their expression might soften slightly, and they'll accept the spring water and just kind of...
But they definitely do seem, at the very least, though, they seem a little bit
Weird.
weird, a little bit like their heads in the clouds. They do seem kind of naive and overly optimistic about things.
Flower children type of thing.
Yeah, that's a way to put it.
Oh my god,
They
it's
do-
a cult.
They do
I just
seem
find it interesting that
oddly
you
okay with
made-
everything.
the fact that you made a specific statement that they're all like
Attractive.
particularly attractive. It's like
This bitch ain't never seen Snake Eyes.
red flags, just red flags.
Do
for me.
not trust hot people.
No, God, no. You kidding me?
Absolutely
That's
not.
how you get your book bag taken and tossed into the shower and have all your books watered down.
So what I'm
That is
hearing
way
is
too
we never
specific an
trust
example.
Xeno.
For it to be
Ever.
right off the top of the cuff. I'm so sorry, Skrewy.
People can be very cruel.
Yes,
Alright.
they can.
Are there any items that you feel like strongly connected to with your god or anything? Anything I can like focus on for you?
Oh, we did. Yeah, one of our members is somewhat decent at crafting things, and they put together, well, sort of an altar, and they hand you this little round disc, about that big, about 3 inches across, and it's metal, and it has this engraving of that same symbol on it. I'm like, it's not much, but maybe it will do the job.
I can only try. So Risen will sit down, get a little cozy. And I don't want to use all my fate points because I'm trying to be better about not killing myself on accident. So I'm going to try for 5 and hope that's going to be able to connect me to whatever this entity is.
Okay.
So
Awesome. Yeah.
Riz sits, focuses on whatever this entity named Anvil is, trying to communicate with it.
Excellent. Okay. Well, you burn 5 of your fate points, and you reach out with your abilities, and focusing through this device, through this miniature altar, whatever you'd want to call it, this holy symbol, you do feel something on the other side. You feel an entity there, and it also feels your presence as well, and you get the sense that you both can detect each other on the other side of this gateway, almost the spiritual gateway in front of
Okay.
you. You can't hear it, but you can sense it there.
Can I push it just a little bit harder to be able to communicate?
It would take more fate points, but yeah.
Okay, I'll do it.
Okay.
How many?
So what's that?
How many fate points?
I mean, you could put one more in. We'll
I'll
see
put
what happens.
2 more in.
Okay. So you push a little bit more of yourself into it, and suddenly it feels like instead of pushing into it, you suddenly feel like you're being pulled into it.
Oh.
Like
Hmm.
so, as if the energy you've pushed in is now being siphoned.
I'm sorry, what?
Like the energy you have placed in, like you've been pushing yourself into this device, you're spiritually speaking.
Okay.
Something has sort of gotten a hold of it and is pulling it the rest of the way.
Do we
And-
notice any? Do we notice them any as watching them? Do we notice any sort of
Fuckery.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no visual indication from you guys that anything's happened at all. Like, Riz is
Okay.
just sitting there, like, looking at this thing on the ground or in front of him.
Okay.
And Riz, you get the sense that this entity, whatever this thing is on the other side, has just sort of grabbed a hold of your spiritual energy in a way, and kind of tried to make a connection with you.
Okay, they're
but
not
it's
trying
pulling.
to like take my magic or anything like away permanently, are they?
I mean, you're not sure
Okay.
what their intentions are, but it's definitely has pulled the rest of your fate points out. Yeah.
Oh shit.
All of them?
God
All
damn
of them.
it.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Shit.
So it's yanked out all of your fate points for
There
the
is
day.
nothing more. Stop that.
But it does seem to have made some kind of connection.
Ow! Stop
and
it.
all at once, as soon as you as quickly as you felt the connection, it is gone.
What a fucking dick.
What a fucking dick.
Seriously.
So
You're not sure what happened.
So am I just alone in an energy or what? Like, tell me what's
You're
happening
back-
to me.
Sir, you're in this pavilion. You're sitting on a chair, and there's the symbol in front of you, and your fate points are drained. And everybody's sitting around, like, hopefully looking at you, like, waiting on you to report success.
Whoever he is, he just took all my magic.
What?
For it,
Riz just sets
Permanently?
down
All
the
of it?
symbol. I don't know. At least for today, he took all my seer
You okay?
energy.
that doesn't sound
I
particularly
don't know. Am
benevolent.
You feel a little tired.
I okay? Okay,
For
so
sure.
the normal.
You feel the norm, and you also feel kind of this gnawing sense that something is not okay deep down.
Oh.
That maybe you just opened up something, but you're not entirely sure what.
Oh shit.
That maybe something just breached into your world, or rather into this world, that wasn't able to breach in before.
Add that to the list.
Oh well.
Well.
I mean, shit happens, I guess.
Uh-huh.
I
I'm
take
sure
the
it's nothing.
symbol and I chuck it on the ground.
Oh.
Damn.
And I just
We're
turn
sorry.
and leave.
Ooh.
No,
We'll open an orphanage in your honor.
I don't fucking care.
Wow, just flipping them off as you go?
Yep.
Nice.
They're done. They're done with whatever the fuck that whatever the fuckery was of that.
Mm.
Go screw yourselves.
They look
I
very confused.
Do you mind if I see one of those pamphlets?
Sure. They hand you one of their books.
That was abrupt even for Raz.
I'd like to look through this pamphlet.
You
It's
know,
a book.
you know
Oh,
that.
sorry,
like,
it's a book.
You know that boyfriend looking over the shoulder meme?
Uh-huh.
Vera's on the right side. Just like,
I'm gonna
Yeah.
read through this.
Petravian, you're
Okay.
not gonna add another one, are you, to your little personal pantheon?
No, 2 is more than enough. Yeah, I said what I said. For me.
That's because you can't.
For-
That's because you
I-
can't do it, bitch.
Yeah,
You're too weak.
Because I suck at it.
Barely
Because
you
I
do.
suck at it.
You suck at it.
oh my
Yeah,
god.
I know.
Jeez.
Damn.
Dang.
I'll come for your throat, bitch.
Bring it. I'll mark it. What do you need me to roll here for?
I mean, you can you want to just read the
Oh
whole
yeah, I
thing
want to
right
read
now?
through
It's
it. See if I see any
Miss-
fuckery in it. Like,
a book. It's going to take you some time to sit and read the whole thing.
Is Petravian trained in? No, never mind. I've made
Says-
that joke before. That's mean.
Warning, don't be a Fateweaver.
The class might seem OP, but boy, are you fucking squishy.
I'm gonna read this over the night. when we set down for the night, I'm gonna just like
Okay.
pour through, be like, the fuck that's going on here?
You got it. Okay. So in that case, the rest of these guys in the pavilion are going to offer those of you who haven't left already, any kind of refreshment, like food or water.
I mean, Vera probably would have already had some water.
Okay.
And as they're leaving the tent, would probably be casually talking to Petravian. Like, maybe if they prayed harder? Like, I don't know. I feel like that would work better. The people.
Oh, okay. I was like, I pray real good.
I mean, I don't know if praying harder's the answer here.
I'm pretty sure that's where you get the power first. Then maybe their god would actually be strong.
Well, maybe they're not doing the right things to honor their god?
Yeah, praying hard.
Yeah, no, praying's great, but if you're not doing something in their name, it seems like you're just saying hi to them. Like, right? Right?
Well, I mean, I don't know if you have to do stuff in their name. It's not the action, it's the belief, isn't it?
Ooh. Huh. No, I mean, that's believing is one thing, but then acting upon that belief, I think, is what really opens the tap, I get, so to speak.
Well, maybe it's what makes you feel better about your belief.
Yeah, but how do you can believe whatever you want, but unless your belief is challenged or you show strength of character in that belief, it's just empty words, empty platitudes, right?
Once again, I feel like you're confusing your own interests with a god's interest, but that's just me.
Well, no, you're doing what your god asked you to.
Well, yeah, and that's good.
And then if what they're asking you to do is particularly difficult or particularly intense that may make extra waves, I feel like that action would be what really converts others. This is just a thought process for me.
Well, once again, you're saying for converting other people, not technically doing more for the god, correct?
Well, if your
think
goal isn't necessarily... Okay, go ahead.
Think of it this way. If I were to help someone who's weak, that's what we do. And
Right.
I don't have them, if they don't join the hive, I've still done a good thing, right? But that doesn't help Melly, does it? Until they're with the family and actually worshipping. So it's a good thing, yes, but that doesn't necessarily increase Melly's power.
So what you're saying is it's not the action itself, it's the conversion?
At least in
Is
this
what you're
case. In Melly's case it is, I'm pretty sure. There's nothing magical about converting to a faith.
No, but it's the conversion. It's them doing it, believing and doing in their name
It's
in addition
them
to yours that
worshipping.
increases it. Exactly. So you're helping others.
Are you not listening to what I'm
Having
saying?
Yeah, I think I understand what you're saying. I think I know what you're saying. It's hard for me to describe it, but I think I
Brother.
get you.
So as your group leaves the pavilion and heads back to the wagon and the Bardo, we're going to cut back into the pavilion for just a little side shot here.
Oh shit.
And one of the people picks up that disc, and it now seems to suddenly glow with a faint energy, and it begins to change shape slightly into something else. And then we cut back. So,
Oh, no.
meanwhile, you guys return to the Vardo.
Woo! Well, that was pointless.
Agreed. I don't know why I try to help people anymore.
I don't know if it's pointless, but because if there's something out there that we need to be worried about, I think it's good that we nip it in the bud now.
Whatever he is, his name is Anvil. Congratulations. Fuck that guy.
I'm inclined to agree. If he hurt you, that's really not on.
Well, it's not. It just felt wrong, okay? I don't know how to explain it other than shit was
There was no
taken from
consent.
me, and I mean, life is no consent half the time, so fuck it. But I was going to just give energy to contact. I was going to talk to him, but instead it's oh, look at all this magic. Num, 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 mine. That is what it was like. It was awful.
That's just rude.
Celestial beings taken and given and shed without consent.
Did
of
he feel like a
the people
celestial being?
involved is
Mildly.
Mildly. Okay.
Kind of. Yeah. You
Vaguely?
get the sense that
It's celestial
Vaguely.
adjacent.
celestial adjacent is where I would put that. Almost
Okay.
like it was not a god, but maybe like a godling. Hmm.
Huh. Don't like it.
So Jiro is going to, be very much near Riz after that whole experience, and kind of making sure that they're okay, and offering an arm to lean on.
Thank you. It is a thing. Oh well. Time will pass. It always does. And it should move forward.
So what do we do now? Do we stay the night here? Do we try and make a start on the mountain right now, or?
No, I think it might be best to
What time is it?
let
It is 1 p.m.
take a day for rest. For
Why don't we
Riz.
just get started climbing the mountain?
Yeah.
If everyone is feeling up to it, sidelong glance to Rez.
I'm just a little tired. We can camp on the mountain. Let's just find a place to put the horses and get ready. Anyone else got climbing gear? I've got climbing gear.
Is there any trail on the mountain, or do we have to climb it?
There is a trail. There seems to be a well laid out trail with steps built in certain places.
Okay.
That goes all the way up the mountain. It's riddled with tiny shrines and little shrub trees all the way up. So it's pretty well traveled, and you get the sense that this is a somewhat popular destination spot for pilgrims.
But not for carts, is that?
Not for carts, no.
Okay.
The pathway is not capable of handling wagon traffic. But as far as foot traffic goes, it seems like it would be a relatively easy climb. Judging by the size of the area and the overall ease of the path, you think you could probably get up there by tonight if you started going now.
Yeah.
Alright. So we all look for a place to leave the horses before we head up?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
While we're
Yeah, you can find
doing that, Riz is gonna pull Vera aside real quick.
Okay.
Away from everyone.
Yep. What
Vera?
is it?
So, you are very honest with me normally. You say what is happening because that is what is happening. You do not try to obscure it in any way, yes?
Yes.
Well, I would like to bring up something that I have been seeing that I am concerned about, to relay that trust that I feel in that way from you.
All right. Go ahead.
One, to just kind of make a statement, I think you might have been right about the Chaos Seed. I don't know why everyone jumped down your throat, but I think there is a possibility that it might be a good idea to do.
There's no way of knowing. That's the issue.
I know, but I don't believe that this place is in true harmony. But that is me.
I mean, it is definitely hard to believe. Especially just with... I don't know, it's just unnatural.
It does feel unnatural, yes, and I feel as though harmony would feel the most natural almost. You know, once you have experienced it, it would be like, oh, yes, this is the way it is supposed to be, you know? Like,
Wait, you'd feel calm or something.
yeah, something like that. That is my theory, at least. But I just wanted to say that I am not against your ideas, and I thought it was very thought-provoking, and you brought it up very calmly. I appreciated that.
Vera will kind of look down, but like nod.
There is also a second thing.
I'm here. What is it?
I feel like sometimes Petravian talks to you like a dog. This is specifically referring to when you wanted to take your mellifluous sting. That's your staff, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Mellifluous sting into the temple. Instead of calmly saying you should leave it, he was like, drop it, leave it. Sorry, it sounded about the same. And I feel like if Petravian wasn't in the hive, you wouldn't really let anyone talk to you that way. So I don't know why, even though he is in the hive, you would let anyone talk to you that way.
Like, Vera during this will like kind of shift into like folding their arms. I mean, different people have different ways of saying. I'm not gonna fault my brother for not knowing how to talk normally. So.
I'm sorry.
But if I spoke to you that way, you wouldn't take that shit.
Well, no, but it is different.
You should not lay down your own personal, like, defenses just because someone is a member of your church.
I mean, he doesn't mean it in a bad way, I'm sure.
I simply wanted to bring it up. I think you deserve to respect yourself more.
I appreciate you bringing it up, but I don't think there's an issue with it. So.
I just wanted to watch your back because I felt as though you had been watching mine, and I respectfully just wanted to bring it up.
Vera will nod, just kind of like shifting their gaze a little bit.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to bother you. Let's finish up this job.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm just gonna grab some of the climbing gear that we have just in case.
Sounds good.
And I'm gonna bring some of the grappling hooks that we have in the cart.
Awesome.
Did have a question. This area is at the base of the mountain. Is it as neat and organized in terms of all the grass on the nature as it is more towards the south?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Everything here seems to have an ordered beauty to it.
Okay.
Sort of an ordered perfection. Everything looks like it was put here specifically.
Okay.
Like it was laid out in a way. Everything looks manicured and landscaped.
Gotcha.
It kind of gives the whole place sort of both a feeling of being unnatural, but also of being well kept and ordered and nice. So it just depends on how you look at it.
Disgusting.
Burn it all
So-
down.
We get the horses into a safe area, and we start our trek up the mountain.
Awesome. All right, yeah. So you stable the vehicles and the animals, and you begin up the mountain. So I would like everyone to make a con check.
Oh, thank God.
Con check.
Yeah, it's a hike. Bit of a hike up that mountain.
You know, I would have had a +2 to this if it wasn't for... It's fine, I could roll a 17.
Fuck yeah, got a 20.
Woo! Unnatural.
Yes, unnatural.
That's a 6.
All right. So
I-
as you guys are about to head up the mountain, Levette announces that she's going to stay behind and work on some projects and also some art. So she's going to stay with the, with the stuff at the bottom of the mountain there. All right. So
Prudent.
you all make your way up the mountain, going as quickly as you can. You all seem to be in good shape and relatively in good spirits. And as a lot of you are walking, Ijiro is going to go up next to Riz and sort of just gently take their hand as they're walking. And he'll, pull from his pocket and pass over another nice little well-plucked flower. You're not even sure where he got this one from or when he grabbed it, but it looks fresh.
So Riz will kind of smile, and they'll pull their hair back behind their ear and put the flower, in between their ear and their head. How does it look?
Jiro will sign with one hand. It looks perfect. And gives your hand a squeeze.
Riz will squeeze back and enjoy the company for the hike. I love couple hiking. Can I just say that? It's so good.
Oh. And anybody that speed hikes,
It depends on the company. Do I hate the company? Because I will speed hike away.
Okay. Okay. No. If you're hiking, and you're hiking with somebody you want to be with, it is slow and enjoy everything around you.
I'm gonna climb on so many fucking rocks.
Pick up so many earwigs.
Yeah.
Oh, acorns. Oh, I love acorns.
I love acorn weevils.
Especially... I'm gonna have to look that up.
They're adorable. They got snoots and boots.
It's true.
Now is not the time for this.
Now, every time is the time for this.
What's that time called?
It's weevil time.
Anyway, so as we're walking up this,
Yes.
Petravian is gonna. Well, he's huffing apparently.
Out of all of us, yes, he is having the worst
Apparently.
of it.
It's all the armor, I guess.
Yeah, why? You probably shouldn't be having all this armor on when we're hiking up a cliff.
You never know when you're gonna need it.
Are you gonna need me to, do some healing for you?
No.
I don't know if I've got a spare.
I
for
was caught
taking off
once
the
without my
freshman
armor. I won't
15
let it
or-
happen again.
All right.
Climb every mountain.
Just let me know if you're about to pass out. I'll get the smelling salts ready.
Anyway, Vera, I'm gonna keep it short. I'm very proud of you, buddy.
For
Speaking your mind
I
so
mean-
nicely. You got that water?
I do have water, and Vera will fill up a bottle using crate water.
Thank you for sharing your ideas.
Yeah, you shouldn't be wearing armor.
Note taken. Oh.
Just drink some water.
His age is really getting to him, Jiro.
Jiro nods. And every so often, Jiro will break holding hands to go to the side of the path and pluck a particular plant or flower that catches his eye.
Cool.
Seems to have an eye for botany. Anyway,
Woo.
the lot of you make your way further and further up the mountain here. You pass small shrines every so often. Mostly they just look like little stone boxes with sloped roofs on top. There's a few things inside, maybe a candle in one or another, a piece of shaped metal or shards of bone, just something that someone has set up here for some spiritual reason or another, all along the path up this mountain. eventually, you all make it to the top. It takes a few hours, so we'll push it on here. And the sun's getting low in the sky. But you make it to the top and find a simple stone shrine sitting on a precipice, hanging over a seemingly endless drop into a foggy abyss. The crisp, cool air and cloudless sky seem to fill you with a sense of calm. Turning back around gives you a beautiful view of the pristine green plains stretching far to the south, and the Golden Steppe stretching as far as you can see to the east and north. The shrine itself is painted with a green paint on the roof. It is made of stone, and it is apparently empty up here. There are no other people around, almost as if this place was for you and you alone.
Bad tourist marketing.
A place made for you and you alone?
Everybody
that
out.
Sounds awesome. You kidding me? That sounds awesome.
These look so cool.
There's not even a stamp rally. No, I'm sorry. Any idea what we're supposed to do next? Anyone?
I believe we go in and either ask questions or receive answers without questions. I don't really know. I'm just really excited to experience these, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Jiro also seems excited and is moving forward, looking at this building.
Certainly a nice view. It's a shame Levat didn't come with, although that hike probably wouldn't have done her any good.
She can
Are
fly.
I mean,
fair point. Fair point.
Yeah, but I don't like heights when there's not like a railing.
She
You
can
gonna be all
still
right up here?
fly.
Again, do I need to get the smelling salts out for you?
No, I will be fine.
Poor baby Petravian.
Aw, thank you for caring.
That really... Big guy, you're a bit of a lummox, aren't you?
Huh?
Thank you,
So
you answered the question there quite perfectly.
Jiro will, carefully reach a hand out and touch the side of the building and, stroke just ever so gently with a couple fingertips down the wood and then turn to the group and sign. It's amazing to think that this is where the path was discovered. It's truly amazing. I'm lucky to be here with all of you.
We're lucky to have you.
What do you say?
Risen was translating.
You got it.
I'm glad you're still here with us. Kurla will say, and they're actually going to sign as they say it out loud because they need to practice. They're still trying to get the hang of it, of understanding it, and it helps to do it to understand it when they see it.
As in the path of Waism, or
Jiro nods.
then how did it start here? Someone
He
just
signs. Yes, it was a philosopher a long time ago. He came up here escaping a war-torn land, and it was here that he understood a better sense of how the universe worked, and he came back teaching a message of peace, understanding, and unification that eventually led to the formation of the Kintao Empire.
Interesting.
This land long ago was fractured and violent. But thanks to the teachings of Waism and, well, that philosophy really helped everyone to learn to live with each other.
Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? I'm very interested to see what's inside. Do you think we should all go at one at a time, or if it's okay to go in all at once?
I mean, I don't know. Jiro,
Is there a door closed, or is there a
The door is closed, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we should
My-
knock.
My gut would say one at a time, but I don't know why. Just
Jiro's the
feeling, that's
expert.
all.
Yeah, Jiro, should we go all in, or would you like to do the honors?
Is there Atakat involved here?
Oh, there's plenty of space for all of us. We can go as one group.
All right.
Fair
Okay.
enough.
Just a matter of quiet meditation and reflection. I hope that you're all somewhat familiar with how to meditate.
Very easily.
Kurla has been.
Apparently, I
doing-
was doing it at some point, but
Yeah, so Petravian was accidentally practicing Wayism while he was worshipping Eden. It was actually very fascinating.
I literally meditate every day. And Vera like outstretches in the like Maleferan praying stance as bees like start to fly out of the apiary.
I
R-
wasn't
Risen
exactly good at it
can't
up
get
until
far
I
enough away.
There's a cliff there. Jiro
wasn't
will
exact.
stop you before you fall off.
I'd rather
I
deal
wasn't
with the
much-
cliff.
So
Let's
we
go.
just all go inside.
All right. I knock.
You knock and there's no answer.
I try to open the door.
It is unlocked. You pull on the door and it swings open, revealing a pretty sparse area inside. It's just sort of this dugout area where there's a stone floor in the middle and a wooden walkway around it. There's no plants or anything like that inside. There's no statuary. There's just some candles here and there. But it's just a very quiet, peaceful place to reflect.
Well, shall we?
mm-hmm.
I enter.
You step inside.
and we follow.
Yeah,
Jiro
Kurla
follows.
steps inside as well.
All right. The group makes their way inside, and Jiro will find a nice corner and sit down and take a stance to meditate, and will close his eyes.
Kurla, having been learning to meditate from Jiro over the past several weeks, whenever they can steal a few minutes to converse and practice that harmony, will do their best to duplicate his stance and to bear in mind what he's been teaching them.
Excellent.
Petravian will get into the crisscross applesauce that he used to,
Mm-hmm.
and start. I don't know if there's windows at all, but he'll start looking out just over the cliff. And
Yeah,
just,
there are
and then
these
close.
wooden, almost like rods, every 3 or 4 inches. So it almost looks like these wooden bars along the walls. So you can easily see between them. And you see this expanse of mountaintops that continue on to the west for a long ways,
He's
as well as
going
the
to-
southwest and the northwest.
Petravian's going to. Actually, he's not going to close his eyes, but he's going to just stare off, and everything just tried to fall away from it, and just focus straight forward and connect that way.
Okay.
And Vera's going to do her normal meditation, which is basically, although typically she stands, this time she will probably sit down and basically let the swarm kind of course through and just follow the movements as she just goes into thought.
Mm-hmm.
Provided everyone's crisscross applesauce, we're fine. But it's a capital offense not to be.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, I'd like everyone to make a wisdom check, please.
You got it.
Do.
Hey, you said the name of the show.
Ooh, nice. That is a 22.
8.
Okay.
Come on, dice. Give me something today. Hey, 17. Straight 17.
That is an 11 from Kurla.
All right. Well, everyone seems to find their center relatively easily, except for Riz. Riz, something just feels a little off, and you don't know if it's because you have like that inner fatigue from what happened earlier today, or something else. But your mind just doesn't seem to want to let go of reality.
Okay.
Nope.
Do you want to try anything differently?
Get farther away from the flying beast.
Cast
just
Disintegrate
gonna-
on the bees.
try to like shift a couple of times and then they realize it's not working. And trying to be quiet and not distracting, they're gonna go and sit next to Jiro because he kind of makes them feel calmer.
Mm-hmm.
And hoping that his presence will aid in the situation as they kind of settle in and just let out a sigh, trying to ignore all the things that happened earlier and just be.
Okay. Make another wisdom check. Give yourself a +4 modifier on this one, though.
Okay. Wrong thing. There we go. 14?
All right. So this time, your mind, mostly because you think maybe because now you're next to Jiro, your mind lets go of reality a little bit better, and suddenly everything feels calm and peaceful. And this goes for all of you. You feel the world healing away, leaving you as if you're floating in an endless void. And then you find yourself standing somewhere. There's solid ground under your feet. You open your eyes, and you appear to be in the Vardo. Except the ceiling has been peeled open and has revealed the night sky. But it's a night sky unlike you've ever seen before. The stars appear to be more alive than normal. The constellations twist and move, and nebula spin as if they're dancing. There's comets streaking across the land, like across this view above you. It's crazy. You've never seen anything quite like it before. And you see the other three of you in here as well. Jiro doesn't appear to be with you, though.
Does this, the way the night sky looks, I know it doesn't remind me of how meeting with the gardener, does it?
A little bit like that, yeah.
Okay.
It's a bit like that. But it seems like you're in the Vardo, but the night sky is just alive.
Oh.
I've never seen it look this beautiful before.
Really?
Kurla's just looking up, entranced.
Does this remind me of when I...
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Wow.
Yeah, this is about right.
I mean, is this normal for you?
I wish it was more normal, to be honest.
Huh. This is really pretty.
I used to dream of skies like this. Sometimes they were accompanied with someone being like, "What are you doing here? You are the worst." You know, stuff like that.
That seems tremendously unfair, but
I did something before I was cursed, obviously, at this point.
yeah.
Where
not
are
much
we?
is unclear, unfortunately.
Clearly, we're in the Vardo. And Vera is currently has taken a seat at the table and is still trying to maintain the same kind of mentality as when they're typically meditating.
So, what do we do now? Talk about finding inner peace, or
Maybe there are layers to it.
You know, I'm actually gonna go in my room if you don't mind, because
Bye.
what you done?
All right. Petravian, as you step into your room, to everyone else's perception, Petravian opens the door, steps into his room, and then vanishes,
Bloody
leaving
hellfire!
no trace of himself. The door just hangs open to his room.
Petravian, mate. Alright then. That was a little bit abrupt.
Riz kind of tilts their head, and just out of curiosity's sake, they go to sit on their bed.
You sit on your bed. Nothing seems to happen. You hear a voice. It rises up almost from the back of your own brain. It seems to have almost an echoing quality to it. And it asks a question. Why are you here?
We're here to reverse the Deadlands, to stop it, and ultimately to stop Marcus, the Destroyer.
To save the world.
Silence is all that greets you after that.
We need to know how. We need the gaps in our knowledge filled in. We need guidance.
The voice returns and asks in that echoing tone, what knowledge do you seek?
The second half of the spell. A way to negate what has happened. Whatever it was that the dragon imbued on that land.
The voice doesn't answer.
What knowledge can you grant us?
You're greeted with only silence.
I feel like we're not giving the right answers or asking the right questions, or there's always a catch with these sorts of things. I wish Jira was here. He'd know what to do. He seems like he's got the kind of mindset for this.
We can't just rely on Jiro for everything.
Yeah, I know.
Is the power that's in the Deadland nested on the peace and the order of Kintao?
There's no answer.
Is Kintao in balance?
Why do you wish to save the world?
For my hive.
There are innocent lives in danger.
Because every fiber of my being rejects the idea of a world dying.
You all feel suddenly tired. Riz even more so than you did before. Like the desire to go to sleep, basically, begins to creep into your brain.
I'm just gonna lay down on the bed and stare up at the stars.
Okay. As Riz does that, they vanish.
Vera will try with all their might to stay awake and keep asking questions.
Good luck with that, Vera. I'm gonna be in my room if you need me.
Yeah.
As Kurla crosses the threshold into their room, they fade from view and are gone.
Oof.
Vera, you find yourself alone at the table in the Vardo.
Would the Chaos Seed be able to, in any way, negate what's happened in the Deadlands?
Why do you wish to spread chaos wherever you go?
Ooh.
Sometimes it's necessary for change.
Who are you to change the world?
Who's to say it doesn't need changing?
The intense feeling of sleepiness continues to grow with each question asked and answered.
Eventually, Vera would stumble as they get like no answers for what she's asking, and eventually go to her room.
Okay. And with that, Vera also fades from view. And we find ourselves somewhere else. Petravian.
Yes.
Petravian, you awake on a small stone island in a sea of darkness. Sorry. You awaken in a garden. It appears to be a lithogate, built around a small spring of water. The area floats upon a great stone and drifts through an endless field of stars. You feel the same intense sense of natural magic here that you do at every lithogate, as if it were the crossing of a ley line. And the spring in the middle of the lithogate bubbles water out that runs off of this and then falls off in a small waterfall into the endless abyss.
Look around. Do I see anything on the stones? Any markings? Nothing.
No, just standing stones. It looks like a lithogate.
Okay. I walk over to the water and look deeply into it and see if I feel a presence or connection within the water.
Sure. You look down on the water and you see the bubbling water doesn't really allow for much reflection since it's moving from the water pushing up out of it. But as you're staring into it, you hear footsteps. You hear footsteps approaching from the northeast. You look up and you see yourself. You see Petravian. He walks closer as he makes his way into the middle of the lithogate. And he walks up and stands opposite the platform of you and peers into the same spring water.
Hello.
Hello?
Curious.
I imagine you are.
I mean, you're a handsome devil, but
I mean, aside from all of the missing limbs and scars.
we earned it.
Earned it? Is that how you see it?
Yeah.
This is a testament of our failures.
But through failure, it's the best teacher, isn't it?
But have we really learned? What have we done differently? Have we changed? Have we fixed anything?
Petravian sits pensive.
Have we changed anything? I believe we have. Can I name it? No.
Doesn't seem like a very good answer to me. So what brings you out here?
Well, questions and answers, I hope. I mean, you've already asked your questions, and I hope you can help me find mine. I mean,
He looks at you, looks you up and down, He sighs.
Ouch.
A second.
It's okay. I do this to my reflection every day too.
Will my reflection show?
Oh,
I am inside.
Just as a listener, I'm curious. Does he look identical to the current Petravian? Just complete
Yeah.
mirror image, or does he
Yep.
look older?
Total mirror
Okay.
image. Looks
Total
exactly
mirror
like Petravian.
Thank you.
You gotta defeat him.
I
He has
came
the same
here,
moveset
maybe-
as you.
You gotta check if the dick size is the same. That's how you know if it's a perfect copy or not.
More so which way it turns. Anyway,
What?
Do you dress to the left or the right?
exactly.
I gotta
It's a
ask
thing, don't
about
worry
like
about
after the fact. What the fuck?
Yeah.
happened?
Petravian says, well, I mean, one of the reasons I'm here, I want to reach out and see how best to bring Malefera and Eden together. And I figured, well, while we're connected to the cosmos, maybe find some answers that way. Because I'm spinning my wheels a little bit, and
I should say
I think-
so. I mean, are you really even still trying to do that?
yes.
Doesn't
I mean,
seem
with
like
a little
it
more
to me.
gusto nowadays, but yes.
I mean, it seems to me that you spend more time yelling at Vera than listening. And you don't really seem intent on bridging these two things together.
That's what I want to do. It's what I want to do. Not always necessarily have a plan of action. And I want to try different things, and I want to bring them together. And
Well, I have some thoughts regarding that. And he takes a deep breath in to begin speaking, and we fade out. Kurla.
You gotta handle your boner. Screwy. Gotta just.
Wow.
deal with
God.
it.
damn it!
You all right, big guy? I'll take it as a yes.
Kurla,
I'll be
you awake on a small stone island in the Sea of Darkness. Bridges connect to other platforms, but you cannot see the ceiling or any sky above. And looking down into the abyss below only sends a chill up your spine.
Hello? Anyone here?
Your voice echoes into the abyss and back.
Kinda hard to find enlightenment when it's this dark, don't you think?
Oh, we're looking for enlightenment now, are we? You hear your own voice call back. You look up and see yourself striding across some of these bridges to the north.
Kurla will reach down to their dagger. Do they have their weapons on them?
Yeah, you have all of your stuff on you, yeah.
Kurla will pull out not the healer's thingy, not their Malefera dagger. They'll pull out their old one. Actually, no, they won't pull it out. They'll have their hand on the hilt, and they will slowly go down the first set of stairs, approaching themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Right, who are you supposed to be?
Well, I figured it was somewhat obvious from how I look, but maybe you're as daft as I thought you were.
If you were me, you'd have more cutting remarks than that. And I've seen enough by now to know not to just trust when someone comes up looking like you.
Suit yourself.
But alright, for the
I
sake
don't
of
really
argument.
trust you either, so that's fine. Makes
Good,
two of
we're,
us.
we're on the same page. For the sake of argument, let's say you are me, though. What are we doing here exactly?
I don't know. This is your mind. You tell me. Why is your
Play-
mind like this? Why is it full of darkness and broken bridges?
I wonder. It's almost as if the symbolism is just too damn strong, isn't it?
Hmm.
You're not going to try and cross this last bridge?
I'm fine here.
Oh,
We can
so
hear
we
each
can't-
other just fine, and I'd prefer you to keep your distance anyway.
I'm sure.
I mean, that's what we're here about anyway, right? Keeping our distance.
Even from each other, from understanding ourselves better. That sounds about right.
Yeah. Sounds familiar to me.
What do we need to do in order to be successful? That's what I want to know.
To be successful or to
Aye.
survive?
We've survived this long. But right now, there's more people's survival riding on what we do next.
Well, if you ask me, I think you let too many people close to you.
Oh, that's your opinion then, is it? I should just cut off all contact again.
Well, it keeps them safe. You know that. I mean, you're liable to wake up one of these days and start eating someone again. I feel the same urge as you do. And I know that that was our plan for a long time, and suddenly you decided to change without really consulting me.
I've outgrown you.
Oh, you think so? Is that's why it still looks like this in here?
It used to be darker.
Maybe.
And the bridges were... I mean, if we're going to extend this metaphor out, there were no bridges. At least I've managed to build a few, even if they are falling to bits.
Do you really think it's a good idea? I mean, keeping folks at arm's length seems like the better plan.
They can keep themselves safe. And I can keep them safe in better ways. And you and I both know that it was never just about keeping them safe.
It's about keeping us safe, too. You can't trust strangers. You never know if they're gonna slit your throat in the middle of the night, things like that.
Aye, that's true, but they're not strangers. They're my family now.
Kurla gives you an eye roll. You know the only family you have, and it's not these people.
What would you have me do? Abandon them and just go about my own way, not give a shit if the world ends, if it all comes crashing down? You think that I'm capable of that? You think that we're capable of that?
She takes a moment to think about that, takes a deep breath in, and we fade to black. Vera.
I knew it. God damn it.
Wow, that's
Your area looks like fucking shit.
wow.
Yo, Doom music starts playing.
Oof.
You
Dark Souls.
awaken in something that feels reminiscent of the hive, but it's empty and cold. The architecture is broken down, and there are faces, like stone faces, in this rift, this flooded rift in the middle of the room. The faces are of Mellifera, of two different aspects.
Which ones?
The bee and the hornet.
Okay,
Sorry, the bee and the wasp. Sorry,
you got it.
the bee and the wasp.
Vera will have pulled out Mellifera's sting and is going to go close to this. Is this like honey, blood? What is?
You're not sure.
Empty
It
space?
appears to. It is liquid of some kind. It appears to be maybe blood
Blood
or
honey.
maybe red honey. It's hard to tell.
Oh, they're all so delicious. How could I?
Right?
Just
And as you walk up and look at it, you hear a voice call out to you. I wouldn't drink that if I were you. Looking up, you see yourself standing on the other bank.
Oh, is this some kind of joke or?
I mean, you tell me. This is our brain. Or soul or something. I mean, whatever. This doesn't make sense to me either.
So is this what's supposed to be happening with the whole meditation thing? Like going to my own... Okay.
I guess. I mean, what do you want from me?
Well, I came here for answers.
All right.
Do you have any?
I mean, what? Am I supposed to be your answer fairy? Like, why don't you have them?
I've been having the questions this whole time.
This is going nowhere.
Can we just focus on what we need to do? And that's to deal with the Deadland?
Sure. All right. Is that what we have to do now? We have to be the ones to fix it?
Who else is going to do it?
I mean, if we had done our jobs, it never would have gotten to this point in the first place.
But we can't change what we already fucked up, now can we?
I mean, maybe if we're here to realize something and learn something about ourselves, maybe you could have this moment where you realize that this is all our fault. That if we didn't fuck up, none of this would have happened. If we just stayed with our siblings in the hive, everything would be fine.
But we're past that part now, aren't we?
Are we? I mean, why can't we just go back and defend the hive? Why did we leave our siblings behind? They need us.
Yeah, they need us to stop this. Otherwise, there's going to be nowhere for us to defend.
You don't know that.
What, you think that
there are plenty of other people in the world that can handle problems. Do you really think that we're the only people that can do this?
Maybe not, but maybe it will be able to end sooner. We have the Holy City to protect as well. Where are we going to grow to if there's nowhere left?
I mean, who's to say the Deadlands keeps expanding forever? What if it stops? What if it stops after Vil? We could just go somewhere else.
Well, yeah,
we could take the whole hive and just go west.
I mean, we could.
It'd be easy. Yeah.
But we don't know when it's going to end.
And it's not our problem either.
I mean, if it reaches to the point where it's definitely not ending, then it is definitely our problem, because then we have a dead world and no way to help Melly.
She thinks about that for a second, takes a breath in to answer. And we fade to black. Riz, you find yourself in a twisting landscape of stars and semi-transparent platforms.
It's beautiful.
They twist and move through the space. Giant gold coins spin and orbit you. A locked chest also spins nearby. Lights and forms and thought seem to cross and melt into a single space here. You believe that this could be perhaps some sort of reflection of your psyche.
Rainbow Road, I love it.
I should be either very concerned or very impressed. This looks fucking cool.
A figure appears to the southwest, walking along some kind of tentacle of thought form. As it walks toward you, you recognize, or rather, you don't recognize, it's this strange purple elf walking toward you. You think it looks a bit like your own reflection that you catch every so often.
Hello there.
Oh, this is in Riz's accent. I'm not going to attempt it.
Aww.
Aww.
I'm not going to attempt it because
you almost got there. You almost did it.
You almost got me. You almost got me.
God damn.
Oh, you're going to be friendly to me? You're going to be all smiles and act like, oh, I get to meet my spiritual double, my twin, my other half in my mind, and be all happy about it?
I mean,
think, oh, oh, maybe I'll ask it questions and learn something about myself. Is that what's going to happen here?
I feel like I'm normally pretty friendly lately with meeting new people. I've been trying to be more open-minded, you know.
Sure, because you don't know anything anymore. You've forgotten everything about yourself. You've forgotten everything about your life, everything about where we came from. I haven't.
God dang.
And suddenly you're going to be all happy about everything?
Uh,
I can't be happy knowing what I know. Why should you?
I mean, if I put myself in this predicament of being cursed, like, you know, cast a curse on myself, like, I understand that would probably be pretty selfish of me. But I don't remember this, and
Of course you don't remember this. That's the curse. And I'm stuck in here, riding along, watching you mess everything up.
I mean,
And run from your problems for hundreds of years, and I can't do anything to stop you.
I welcome you
I
to
still
change
can't do anything to
this.
stop you. It's the rules of the curse. All I can do is sit here and wait for you to maybe muddle your way through it. And you're no closer to fixing it now than you've ever been.
There are more
She look-
important things.
Riz looks disgusted at you and walks to the edge of this platform and looks at the stars.
There are more important things than us right now. I would love to be selfish. I would love to fix these curves, but
Only you knew the truth. You would know how wrong that statement was.
I don't. And you can't tell me.
So you're going to go and be selfless and save the world and be a hero, right? That's what you're going to do? You're going to be the big
I wouldn't
hero?
really categorize myself as a hero, more as like hero's assistant.
Hmm.
I am simply
course.
assisting. I'd like to get closer to them,
Yeah.
be on the edge with them.
Okay.
I'm sorry you hate me so.
You being sorry about it doesn't make it any better or make me hate you any less. You're the idiot I've been trapped inside. The one who doesn't even remember their own name.
What?
What?
No, I know my name.
Oh, of course. How could I? How could I forget?
The gods gave this to us.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't lie
You're-
about our name.
They're your family, right? They're also friendly to you?
Yes.
Good. Of course. Well, then this is just going to go on forever, won't it? Even if you survive this mess that you found yourself in, you're just going to keep going through playing this game for eternity, aren't you? Telling people's fortunes and squirreling money away on your chest, thinking that, oh, I'll just save up a little bit more, and I'll save up a little bit more, and just eventually...
Whoa. Have you not noticed that I've been denying money?
Other Riz holds an arm out at the giant floating gold coins orbiting the platform. Oh, I suppose you've given up on this. That's why those are still there, hmm?
You don't realize why I'm keeping the gold that I have right now.
I don't know anything about what goes on in your brain anymore because you don't make sense to me anymore because you've forgotten everything about who you were.
Well,
Who we were.
newsflash for you, since you've forgotten about me, because you hate me so much. I am going to give it all away. I have a use for it. Now. But it will be gone soon.
They roll their eyes.
You don't think so?
I'll believe it when I see it.
Soon as I get stronger. I'll show you.
Of course. They look out into the weird star field and think for a moment. And they take a deep breath. And we fade to black again. Returning to Petravian's lithogate. And what do I think? I think you're too weak to succeed. That's what I think.
In what way?
In what way? I think that you've been manipulated. I think you're naive. I think you take orders from everyone and never stand up for yourself.
No, I disagree.
Chisel doesn't count.
Oh. Ouch. Damn.
Ooh, that.
The ref takes a point away for that one. Damn.
Oh god. Okay. Shit. Ah. Okay. You're supposed to be essentially me, right?
I mean, yeah, I'm you, but with a little bit more common sense, probably. A little more self-reflection and understanding. I'm the Zen version of you, or... Well,
Okay.
I'm at least the version of you that you have to have a conversation with, I guess. Whatever reason you want to assign to that, or whatever value.
Being
you
honest
put
with
into
one's...
that.
You can lie to anybody, but you can't lie to yourself.
Right, which is why I'm telling you, we're too weak for this, or at least you are. You've been
How do I get
manipulated
stronger
and pushed
then?
around by everyone in your life. I mean, who's the last person you truly stood up to that didn't kill you?
Chisel.
Chisel doesn't count. Holds up a hand, points at you. Face it,
Right.
we're soldiers. We follow orders.
I don't want to be a soldier anymore.
And what do you want to be?
I want to be a uniter. I want to be part of a family. I don't want to just be a rank and file pawn and cog.
And you think by joining a religion of faceless drones would make you a uniter?
Man. My Zen self is an asshole.
Newsflash: Petravian's kind of an asshole.
Apparently so. Shit. I
You
joined.
know, I don't know if you ever stopped to consider this, but you do realize that the entire Deadlands thing, it's our fault, right? It's your fault.
Exactly how?
Because if you hadn't decided to play nice with the Maleferans, they never would have caused this whole Deadlands thing to happen in the first place. They would have let sleeping dogs lie, and all that energy would have remained locked away safely where it had been, and Marcus never would have gotten a hold of it, and the Deadlands would be just as static as it had been for the last 800 years. But because you decided to get involved with these people and help out with their little mission, this has all happened.
Yep.
And you take no responsibility for this.
Who would I take it? Who would I report to to take responsibility? We're taking responsibility by trying to fix it.
And yet you don't have the wherewithal to do anything about it because you're too weak. You're not even listening to what I'm saying. We can't fix this. This is bigger than any of us. And
Who
nothing
can
that
then?
I've seen us do makes me think that we are capable of winning this fight.
Well, who can then?
Anyone else?
Who would? Okay.
Some other
Let's
champion?
say I
mean,
handed the wheel to you.
Let's say you do that.
What would I if I did? Just, where would you go? How would
I would go back and you would stay here.
No, not that sense. What would you do?
What would I do?
What would you do differently than what I'm doing?
I would stand up for myself.
Okay.
I would make sure that no one pushed us around anymore. And I would make sure that we did things the right way and we would survive all of this. You're just going to take orders and be led right back into death. Again. That's not so fun from in here.
Okay. And how would you fix the Deadland situation?
It's not our problem anymore. It's our...
Okay.
I didn't cause it, you did.
Right. So how would you fix my failure?
I would probably find someone more capable and have them do the job, like those lightning blade people. Or any number of other people. I mean, you know we're not the only adventurers in the world, right?
It seems to me you have a lot of easy answers.
Because they're not hard questions, you just refuse to do them. And it gets really tiresome sitting in here watching you mess it up day in, day out. So you know what? I'm going to take you up on that. I will be the one to go back.
The fuck you will. Petravian stands up.
Ooh! Ooh!
Grab your hammer, grab the hammer, grab the hammer!
I am so screwed.
Now tell me. I mean, you know what I'm capable of. You've seen me fail. You've seen me succeed.
Mm-hmm.
What makes you think you can survive this?
You just answered your own question. Because I've seen everything you can do. I know exactly how you can fight.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to take you apart just like your brother did.
Oh, fuck!
And with that, we're going to fade to black again.
Oh my god!
Holy shit! God damn!
Kurla,
Holy fuck.
Whew. Yes, Beardy.
other Kurla is still kind of looking at you with a look of mild disappointment. So what's your plan?
It's the same as a plan that we've been going from the start with this group. We keep them alive. We get the job done. We undo the shit that we did.
You play nice with strangers, hope that they don't betray us.
Notwithstanding a few incidents they haven't yet.
Where does that leave Verla at the end of all this?
You keep her name out of your mouth.
It's our mouth, but sure.
I'm gonna make sure that she's alright. I'm gonna make the world safe for her if she wants to come back, and if she doesn't, I'm gonna make sure that wherever she goes next is the place she wants to be and not anyone else's machinations.
And you think that the best way to do that is to work with these people?
What's the alternative? Running again? Hiding?
I mean, we've got everything we needed already. We even know who cursed us at this point, so we know who to go after. That's a lot better than we've ever done before.
You
We
want
have
to
our
indulge in...
true enemy, we know.
I see. You want me to indulge in that little fantasy again, that little moment of madness, thinking that I could just kill a god.
I mean, now we know which one to kill. That gets us a lot closer.
That hatred, that got me alive. That kept me alive. That kept me going for a while there. Sure, but
Mm-hmm.
we've learned since then, I think, that what we always knew, that was a fool's errand, that was a fantasy. That's never going to work out.
Oh, is that how it is? I keep you alive, and now you say that it was a fool's errand and a fantasy?
You kept us alive, you did, but I've got it from here.
And now we're going to build these bridges, and we're going to make friends with everyone, and when they all stab you in the back and leave you for dead, don't come crawling back to me and acting like, oh, I'm sorry, you were right all along, because I don't want to hear it.
You know, you kept me going, you kept me alive, you kept me protected. I say alive, I don't think that is the right word. You kept me existing. We haven't lived in a very long time. We started living when we started on this quest.
It's better than the alternative, and you know it.
What, the hell of blank existence?
Then trying to talk to strangers and getting involved in their petty squabbles and waking up with blood in our mouths, things like that.
Well, those first two things, that's just called life, and there are better ways of dealing with the blood in the mouth situation. I've got more of a grip on it now that I've learned to accept certain things about myself than when I was denying it every single moment of every single day.
So what do you propose we do?
We save the world. We keep these people alive. We go from there. We get Vera to wherever Vera wants to go. It's not about us anymore. Bigger than us.
Other Kurla thinks about that for a moment. And then they shake their head and say no. And we fade to black again. Vera!
Yay!
Fuck all the Vera up.
So we need to find out what we can do to negate the power that was put into the Deadlands. We at least have one part already figured out.
Sure, yeah, we know that if we get that thing that Levette's building and it does whatever the hell it's supposed to do, that'll fix half of that, sure. Yeah, I know. It's the other half that doesn't make any sense. And it probably isn't going to make sense. This is all stupid and you know it.
I mean, yes, it is, but...
Exactly, that's what I just said. I'm glad we're finally seeing eye to eye here. So
running away isn't going to solve anything. If
it's not running away, it's relocating, all right? All we have to do is get the font and get all of our people on some wagons and we can just go west, all right? Or hell, go east. We can you can bring all of them to the Kentao Empire for all I care. I mean, the Emperor seems weird and forgiving about shit, so why not?
Because that's only a temporary solution.
How do you know that? I mean, what if the
I
Kentao
don't
can
know
just
that.
fix this shit? Exactly. So why are you putting our lives and, because of that, the lives of the entire hive on the line for something you don't know? That's irresponsible. We have a responsibility to our siblings.
We do. And if our nest is under attack, we defend it. We
But
can't
it's not
just...
under attack. It's not under attack yet. We have time. We can move.
If we're already in danger and have to move, how is that not an attack?
Because it hasn't reached us yet. We still have time.
It's
We've been able to
about...
relocate people so far, but now that it's getting to the Holy City, it's gonna hit us for real. And here you are still, like, sitting on top of a mountain, like,
We've already told
meditating.
them. We've already told them to move. We've set up everything they need. They'll move out of the way, but we have to stop it still.
We should be there to protect them.
We need to be where the attack is. We have to trust.
And this is where the attack is, on the top of a mountain, in the middle of nowhere.
I mean, would it be better just to find Marcus just out in the open?
I mean, if you're talking about stopping the attack, that makes more sense than being up here.
What if that doesn't stop the Deadlands?
What if it does?
I don't
This is
fucking
all-
know.
Exactly. Vera walks up to the edge of the blood honey stuff and just sits down. Like lays mellifera's sting across their lap.
We already know that we have told them to run from this. We have the cart made to transport Melly if needed. It doesn't matter if we die as long as they're okay. So as long as I can do what I can to protect them, I'll do what I can.
I can protect them better by being there in person.
They'll be away from the attack. That's the plan. I can't
Fucking
just
hate
be there
this.
when it's... Well, I do too. Great. They're safe now. And they'll be safe as they run. We've already trained up the siblings of the Lesser so much.
Is it enough?
If we wait longer and I'm there to defend them when all hope is already lost, then it'll have to do for now. I can only hope that what Levette figures out will help all this.
I don't trust Levette. They're not even a sibling. They're not
No.
family.
They're not, but they've done a lot, and they're smarter than us in a lot of ways.
I don't trust them. And I don't want to leave Mellifera's life to chance, to some outsider. I'm not going to trust someone who's not even family. I'm not going to risk that. All right?
Then what choice do we have? What can we do? And don't you fucking say run again. I swear to fucking gods.
I've already offered up the only thing that we can do, and that is to get out of the way of the storm.
Gods damn
Alright.
it.
Vera stands up. Other Vera stands up, and kind of leans on Mellifera's sting. Look, I feel like we are pretty much in agreement here about almost everything, except you seem to think that trusting Mellifera's life to an outsider makes sense, and I don't. Does that sound about right?
It's not trusting her life. We're in this with this other hive, all right? As long as that works out. It's not like I'm just having her do everything.
We worked too hard to bring Melly back. I'm not gonna let anyone harm Melly ever again. All right?
Of course not.
You don't seem to see it. You're putting Melly in a situation to get harmed again.
Jeez,
When
we've already set up a way for her to be safe while all this is happening. How is waiting
good.
longer going to help anything?
We're just gonna be talking in circles, aren't we?
Yeah, probably.
Well, how should we settle this then?
I mean, is there a door or some shit?
A door? Does it look like there's a door? Other Vera gestures around to this kind of broken temple.
I'd like to make a perception check to see if I see a door.
Sure.
It's a 28.
There do not appear to be any real exits out of this place. It seems to be a strange, broken temple that's been run down. It looks reminiscent of the hive. It's possibly one of the previous hives that was destroyed in the past.
Mhm.
But it appears to be self-contained. You're in some sort of pocket universe, or a reflection of your own mind, however you want to look at it.
Well, I guess we could either sit here till I wake up, or I can make sure that you shut up.
Oh, you're gonna make sure that I shut up?
Do you
You
have
think-
any qualms?
I think that you're sadly mistaken if you think you can take me.
Oh dear.
And I would like to turn into a swarm.
All right. So as you break apart into a swarm of bees, we fade to black and return to the edge of a semi-transparent platform spinning in a strange sea of thought forms. So what do you plan to do?
About us or about solving the whole Deadlands problem?
Those are kind of linked problems, so I suppose both.
Fabulous. I plan on fixing this. Even if whatever that is that makes me as I am me disappear eventually. I know we need to atone for what we did.
You don't even know what we did.
I don't.
So when you go and solve this, if you think you will, and you maybe say you actually manage to break those curses, all that's going to do is make you go away and put me back in control.
Do you not want to be in control?
I should be in control already. And I think I might have found a workaround. I may have found a way to cheat the system. other Riz, has a devious smile on their face.
Risen just kind of sighs, slightly in disappointment.
So what do you say? Trade places? We lock the cursed half of our psyche up in here, and I head back and actually...
But who says you will
do
not
what needs to be
remain
done.
cursed by doing that?
The curse is on you, not on me.
Us.
Sure. So what do you say, Riz?
Do you care about the others?
They don't matter. None of them do. This world doesn't even matter. This whole place was supposed to be a prison.
Why would this place be a prison? I go wherever I
Can't-
want.
Can't even get into it. Look. They don't matter. The world that you're trying to save also doesn't matter. So, I feel that I should get back out there and leave. Because we can do that. You just forgot how. So, you stay here. I'll go out. I'll get the Vardo. And we can all go back home. You don't even remember where that is.
As much as it sounds nice to do that, I don't think it's what is right.
When did you develop a sense of right and wrong?
Recently?
Yeah. And it's been really difficult to watch.
They just shrug. Sucks
how
to
are we
suck.
going So how are we going to do this?
Uh,
Other me?
I would request that you politely abandon this ambition and simply be patient for me to finish my plan.
It's been a long time that I've been patient.
Yes,
A
but
very
I
long
think I
time.
have a solution.
And you didn't have one 100 years ago?
No,
You
the
didn't have one-
developing like a right and wrong thing kind of has led up to this. So
It's taken a while. It's been a process, right? And it would have been nice if you had done this a half of a millennia ago. But no, here we are, still plugging away.
it would have been nice if you would have been able to talk to me to guide me to finish this shit.
You never asked me, you only ever asked your family. Other Riz makes air quotes around the word.
Why do you keep doing that? They are our family.
Of course they.
Why are you mad at them? All they have ever done is take care of us.
Other Riz looks very, very upset at those words. Of course they have.
Yo, all of our subconsciouses fucking suck. I hate this meditation room.
Shit, Christ.
We're also, we're well-rounded and mentally healthy characters. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have no inner demons. We're on really good terms with ourselves.
I don't
Exactly.
remember my inner demons, so
They're almost like, nah, fuck this campaign. Get out of here.
So, genuinely, I would give up reins as soon as I help these people to save the world. I am a small part of the equation. I just want to see this part to fruition. And then you can have it all. Whatever it is. and I'll try to talk to you more.
You have... You're so close. And I admit that you're probably closer than you think to solving this thing and actually breaking the curse, but I've run out of patience, and I can't see another opportunity as good as this one coming back. So, it's not so bad here. I think you get used to it.
The problem isn't the being stuck in my own mind thing. That part, I don't particularly care. Might have fun. The issue is that you don't care about my friends, and I'm just like, not really
Because
into
they don't
that.
matter, and
Because
you
they
think
do
that as long-
actually, just like this
And
world
I think
matters.
no, then I'm going to be with these people and have fun with them, and we're all going to have little
No,
parties.
I'm probably going to die after all this, and I'm like about 80% sure.
And that's why I'm going to take control, so we don't.
You can take control after I solve the issue.
You just said we're going to die.
Probably. But maybe not. There is probability that there might not happen.
And if maybe not, then I
It's all
take
yours.
control. No, not good
Yes.
enough. No.
Pretty good.
Uh,
Yes.
It's not.
Shit.
Definitely good.
No.
Why are you not good at bargaining? Come on. I thought you would be better at this.
Let me tell you a secret.
Okay.
Other Riz kind of beckons you a little closer. It goes a little something like this. And then Other Riz will like lean in close and kind of bring an arm up onto your shoulder and get in real close to whisper, and then just push you off the side of
Yeah.
the platform. So, Riz, you go careening off into endless thought space as we go for a quick break.
Oh, like an actual break? Fuck. Okay. We are back.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. So, when we departed, Other Riz had just shoved Riz off of a platform into a twisting endless abyss,
Yeah.
to which we'll come back.
Oh, fuck
To-
you.
Ah. Nice.
And risen to
Right.
land straight.
Okay. So Petravian had stood up
Mhm.
and was basically ready to throw down, and you're not taking over my body. You're not gonna make the bad decisions that you're making, that you think that you're gonna. Everything that you said, while theoretically maybe accurate, it's an asshole thing to do. So no, that's not going to happen.
Try and stop me. Roll
Okay.
initiative.
You got it, boss.
He
Screwy.
pulls his hammer.
For initiative.
Hey, easy now.
Check, please.
Wrong kind of situation.
Screw it. If you go in for a suplex, I will love you forever.
Don't you already love him forever?
I will love you forever twice.
Nice.
All right,
Nice.
Travian, you
Nice.
win initiative.
Yes.
Go
Kick
for
his
it.
ass.
All right. So first thing we're gonna do, I believe we're gonna roll Archon's trumpet.
Okay.
See if I can get him stun his ass.
You're gonna toot at him.
Just
Tell
do.
me, tell me.
Bang
where
the
fig's at.
bang the shield as no.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
he gets a fortitude save to negate. Here we go. He saves.
Fuck.
You got
Okay.
move action left.
I'm not gonna let him get in close for a full attack, But I'm gonna. He has to come at me to attack.
Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah. So we are. So I'm actually going to. Can I hold action and attack if he gets in range, or no?
No, you already used your.
Oh, I already used
standard,
my-
so
okay.
You have a.
So yeah. We are just having the move. So I will hold. I will wait till he see what he does.
Okay. All right. Then on his initiative, he is going to cast Greater Invisibility on himself.
A fine choice.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Better. I can do anything better than you.
No, you
No, you
can't.
can't.
Yes, I can.
All right. Petravian, you are up.
Okay. Like to use Tremor Sense.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Earth Sense.
Yep. All right. You use Earth Sense and you detect him nearby. What kind of action is that?
Swift.
All right. Then you have a standard and move action. He is 20 feet to your southeast.
Okay. I am likewise. Actually, I'm going to use this opportunity. I'm going to see if I can call Chisel.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to see if I can call Chisel to this plane.
Okay. All right. All right.
Oh god.
Yeah. Let's see if that works. Okay.
Oh no.
All right. You reach out with your powers and somewhere far away.
God damn it! This poor thing.
Somewhere far away.
Aww.
There is a grassy field filled with flowers and an elk is leaping through this field like pronking,
Prancing.
I think is the proper term.
Yes.
Mhm,
it's-
mhm.
You know, pronking through, going through, like looking at flowers, picking them with its teeth, munching them down, and just having a wonderful time. And this little elk, you know, pronks up next to it, and this other elk pronks up next to it, and they're this little family unit, and they just like, and Chisel just looks to his right and looks to his left, and then continues moving. And the sun is shining, and there's these puffy clouds hanging in the air. It's truly breathtaking and wonderful. And then Chisel stops and feels something in the back of its head, and it knows
Oh god.
that something is going to be pulling it out of its perfect life. And it stops and it thinks, and it looks to its family as the moment becomes slowed down in its head. Its adrenaline is surging, and time seems to be slowing as it gives a panicked look to both the elks with it. Is this the last time it will ever see them? Will there even be a tomorrow? Chisel doesn't know.
For he's a
All
deer.
Chisel knows is
Wah.
that he's there, next to Petravian, floating on a rock in the middle of nothing.
Oh.
Petravian looks at him and says, "Thank you. I know you have your own thing, but this is a unique opportunity, buddy. This is an opportunity. I'm over there somewhere."
Oh fuck!
Oh, nice.
Stepping out of space, about 30 feet to your southeast, Petravian
Aha.
steps out a different Chisel.
Shit. Oh no.
It looks over at you, and looks over at Chisel, and Chisel looks at you, and looks at other Chisel, and they both nod at each other.
Oh no!
Oh shit. Oh shit.
I'm all fucked up here, folks.
You have a move
So-
action left.
So Skrewy, have you rolled your next character?
It's other
I'm
Petravian.
all fucked up. I'm mighty fucked up.
I have mine back up.
Grum's gonna come back. Yo, why are y'all dead?
Why is there a bard with us now?
So, finishing my statement to Chisel.
Mhm.
There's an other me that you can just wail on. Just anything you want. Just go for it. And I take it all out.
So, do you have any move action?
Yeah, I'm gonna move. Move next to the west of Chisel, not other Chisel. Damn you! There we go. 15. There we go.
Alrighty. Well, in that case, that moves us on to other Petravian. Other Petra is going to step up. And swing. Let's see, is that the right one? That's it. Okay. All right. Moves in and swings Life's Charge at you from an invisible place.
Can I stone shield or no? Since I used a swift action already.
You used a swift action already, so
Okay.
no.
Yep.
All right. So you are going to be struck for 13 points of bludgeoning damage,
You got it.
and that's going to take us to Other Chisel. Other Chisel is going to make a charge attack at you,
Damn.
and that is going to strike you for 16 points of piercing damage.
Fuck me.
All right, that takes us over to Chisel. Chisel is going to. Chisel's going to look at you, and look at Other Chisel,
Oh my god.
and just really have a moment here, and be like, "Is this really what I want? Is this a way out? Is this my path to freedom, or is this just a new kind of hell that exists after this? If Petravian dies, do I go back home? Am I trapped on this rock? Do I just float out in eternity forever? I can't chance it. I can't chance it. I have to get back to my family." And Chisel turns and attacks Other Chisel. The full attack. Striking Other Chisel for 19 points of damage. Petravian, you have initiative.
I am going to. Well, he moved and attacked, so he is. Actually, I'm going to use another Tremor Sense to make sure
Mhm.
he's right there.
Yeah, he is to your southwest.
Okay. Let me burn that. There you are. No, there we are. Boop. And burn that. And I'm going to make a full attack.
Okay. You do still have a miss chance since you're attacking an invisible target. Like, you know he's there, but you don't know
Okay.
exactly where he is, so he does have some concealment.
Okay.
So go ahead with your full attack.
Okay. And I don't have Life's Charge. Oh, but did he attack with Life Charge?
Yeah.
No. Wait.
Yeah, he did.
Oh. Sucks to suck.
Yeah, no
oh
shit.
damn, son.
All right. Full attack. Oh no.
All right, roll another full attack to see if that confirms.
Oh.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Looks like Petravian.
Hey.
All right, there we go.
That would have been nice
So
to
that
have.
is a 28, I believe, still misses. Yeah. Your AC is 33.
You see, I touched
So-
his dice, so now he's cursed in
Yeah.
cyberspace as
So
well.
that is going to be a critical miss. All right. So On
Damn.
your attacks there, your first one is a 33, which would hit, so I need you to roll concealment. So roll a D100 for me, please.
Mm-hmm. 76.
Okay. That is going to miss.
Fuck.
All right. So your first shot swings. You think you would have made contact, but you just can't quite see where he is. Your hammer's, kind of catches on some of the metal on his armor and scratches off of it. Some sparks fly, but it doesn't do any damage to him. Your second shot, you try to go in and attack him, but it is not to be, because that shot,
Oh, no.
You manage to try to pair, you try to get in there and do something, you try to come in with that second attack and swing around and save some of that momentum and reuse it for a second swing. And as you do, he parries the attack while invisible and manages to catch your hammer while it's next to your head as you're swinging it down, and the hammer bashes into the side of your head, ringing your ears. Make a fortitude save. Okay.
Step 26.
So, aside from some momentary tinnitus, it passes. That takes us to other Petravian's turn. He is going to full attack you with Life's Charge.
All I can think right now is, why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself?
Hitting
Why are
yourself.
you hitting yourself?
All right, so he comes at you with a string of blows here from invisibility. And the first one hits you for 14 damage. Second one hits you for 17 damage. And the other two attacks are going to miss. So, yeah, 14 and 17, taking you to a total of 129 HP left.
Okay.
Other Chisel's turn. Other Chisel is going to full attack Chisel. And miss, and miss. That takes us to Chisel. Chisel was going to full attack Other Chisel. And of these attacks, he also misses everything. All right, so at this point, both the elks move in, lower their heads, and they just catch their antlers against each other, and they're just kind of pushing back and forth, but neither of them are able to do anything to the other.
I love Bambi.
That takes us to Petravian.
I'm going to swift action Grace.
All right.
Move to the northeast of Chisel.
All right, done.
And
fine.
cast Greater Invisibility on myself.
All right, you cast Greater Invisibility on yourself and become invisible.
And that will end my turn.
All right. You hear a voice. You're gonna follow my lead then, huh?
God damn
It's a
it.
good tactic.
All right. So at that, next to Chisel, forming a cone of sound, is going to be an Archon's trumpet.
Damn.
So I'm going to need you to make a fortitude save, please.
You got it.
And I'm going to have Chisel make one as well.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Shit.
So the DC was 19 on that.
That's the
It
only one I
means you
could have.
You literally had to roll a 1 to fail that. And you did.
And it did.
You
And
did
it
it.
did.
You did it.
So you really did screw up the dice.
You're right.
All right. So I
goddamn
need
right.
you. All right. Well, here we go. One. Roll a d4.
4.
You are
4
paralyzed for 4 rounds.
Oh my
I am
god.
fucked.
Shit.
Well, this fight's done. Oh shit. Okay.
Yep.
We ain't coming back the same, kids.
Would Chisel? How did Chisel do?
Chisel passed.
Attaboy.
All right, so other Chisel is going to attempt a combat maneuver to knock down Chisel. There we go. All right, that's no good. All right, Chisel's up, and Chisel is going to look to the situation, move to the northeast, and buck Petravian up onto his back and move away. That's going to provoke an attack from other Petravian, which is going to hit for 10 damage.
Okay.
But he's going to try to hold Petravian like on his back / on his antlers and get the two of them the hell out of there.
What a good boy.
He's the good boy.
All right, Petravian, you can take no action. Other Petravian is up. He is going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Fuck. Good weapons. Good.
Yeah. He casts Spiritual Weapon and sends a hammer at Chisel. That is going to strike for 6 damage. Takes us to other Chisel, who is going to charge and try to make an attack here and miss. Alright, takes us back to Chisel. Chisel is going to again withdraw, provoking an attack of opportunity from Chisel. Chisel is going to critically hit Chisel. Other Chisel critically hits Chisel for 24 damage. But two of them move away as quickly as they can. Let's see. His movement speed is 50, so he's going to try to get the fuck to the farthest point he can. Alright, moving the two of you 80 feet to the southeast. There we go. And Petravian comes back to you, and you are still paralyzed. Other Petravian is up, and he is going to cast another spell. Alright, he's going to cast Iron Beard. Just to up his AC slightly more.
Without the cost of Vera's money.
Alright, and that's going to take us to Other Chisel. Other Chisel's going to move over, and he can't quite charge because there's some Lithogate crap in the way. So he's just going to kind of split the difference and stand near the center of the platform. That takes us back around to Chisel again. And Chisel's going to keep trying to put stones between him and Other Chisel. Petravian's up again and still paralyzed. Other Petravian's up, and he is going to move on his own there, which takes us back to Other Chisel, who is going to move up 30 feet and make an attack against Chisel. Missing. Which takes us back to Chisel again, who is going to make yet another withdrawal action to move to the west, about 35 feet. Which takes us back to Petravian. Petravian, you can act. Finally, you come to, and you are on the back of Chisel.
See, when that fucking spell works, it's damn hard.
Wah.
Thank you, buddy. You saved my ass again.
Petravian is invisible and gonna cast Iron Skin on himself.
Okay.
And at the same time, he is going to lay on hands. If I can find that. There we go. And boop. For 34 points of damage.
We hit kind of hard, don't we?
Okay. It says that has a material divine focus, and I don't see what it is in the spell description there in the blurb.
I could take it back and we could just do.
No, you're fine. I would need. You're fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay,
Alright,
okay.
So you heal yourself for 34 damage with the lay on hands, and cast Iron Skin on yourself. All
Like
right,
think
I believe that
bunch of
is
panels of
right there.
amber
Iron Skin.
grow out of my arm.
Yeah. Alrighty. Takes us to other Petravian, who is going to follow suit and cast the same spell on himself.
God damn it.
Mirror, mirror on
Hey.
the wall.
Oh, now who's following orders?
Egg. Well, see, the thing is, I wouldn't
wouldn't
know
know.
he's doing that. I would have.
Yeah.
Fucking piece of shit.
Alright, other Chisel moves up and is going to hit Chisel for 10 points of damage. And that's going to take us back to Chisel. Chisel is going to full attack other Chisel.
Hmm.
And manages to hit him for 14. Petravian, you're up.
All right. We're gonna move to take care of other Chisel. We're gonna get other Chisel out of the game essentially.
Mhm.
Move us in range and so basically a 5-foot step for us. And I think I can full attack.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. And full attack. Motherfucker!
Alright, drop another full attack,
really
please.
did curse him.
I did. You know, I've been rolling pretty well today. Maybe I took
Yeah.
Skrewy's good luck. It's like
Motherfucker.
Let's see, so that is a 14. So yeah, that is going to critically miss on the final attack.
God
All right.
damn.
So the first attack hits, second attack and third attack miss, fourth attack critically misses. So Petravian, on your first attack, you're going to deal 14 points of damage to other Chisel, and then on your final attack, you are going to critically miss. Let's see what that one is here.
death.
Remember how you spent all that time giving Chisel this obscene amount of AC?
Yeah, it's kind of coming back to bite yourself in the ass at this point.
Well bet.
So you go in swinging, and you end up losing your balance, and you fall off of Chisel.
God damn
So
it.
you are on the ground and prone.
I always think of prone as like a little pill bug with its legs up. Just. That's
Other
just how I
Petravian
see
is up.
it.
He is going to move in range, and he's going to swing at Petravian while he's on the ground, using his own tremor sense to spot where you are. So he's going to roll to see if he does. All right, Petravian, you are hit with a hammer for 16 damage.
Okay.
And that's going to take us to other Chisel, who is going to full attack Chisel, and managed to hit him for 9 points of damage. So he comes in with an antler and catches Chisel on the neck, cuts a little bit of him. All right, takes us to Chisel, and Chisel is going to look at other Chisel and look down at where Petravian would be, and Chisel is going to look up at other Chisel. His eyes squint as he realizes what he must do. He lowers his head, and he's going to bull rush.
R.I.P. motherfucker.
No. No.
Chisel snorts. He moves forward, locks antlers with other Chisel, and pushes. And the two go off the side.
No.
Oh no! Oh my god!
No.
In the deep distance, you can hear. Petravian, you have initiative. You're prone. Other Petravian is standing over you, probably.
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 I am. I am going to utilize a new thing.
Okay.
I am going to tremor sense, see where he is.
Okay. He's immediately to your northeast.
I'm gonna point my hands at him and use my new gauntlets.
Okay.
The gauntlets of
What
the
are your gauntlets?
Firefly.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Let's see here.
Where is that?
Gauntlets of the Firefly.
Yes.
Once per day, where the gauntlets of form of fireflies right from your fingers,
Casting a 13th level flame strike on the area. All right. Reflex DC 17. Here we go. Pass.
Fuck.
For half damage. But...
Okay.
All right. Go ahead.
Trying to see where I utilize that. Is that on inventory? There it is, yep.
Do you, since you're a paladin, would you like to use a charge of Holy Smite?
Yes, I would.
Okay, so that is going to up the damage dice to D8s. And it also bypasses any fire damage reduction. So go ahead and roll 13 D8 damage, please.
And put it right there. Did you say to right there? There we go. 47.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. So that is going to do 24 points of damage to other Petravian. To which he just sort of chuckles. Says, you know, that doesn't even hurt as much as a single charge of our healing touch can fix, right?
Yeah, but it's fucking cool.
And Petravian will use his move action to stand up, and knowing it's going to provoke.
You got it. All right. His attack, while it provokes, is going to strike you for 13 points of damage. But you do stand up.
And I think I have I can utilize. I already used my swift, so I can't use lay on hands. Okay.
All right. Well, other Petravian is up, and he is going to try to full attack you.
Okay.
And I believe he is actually going to miss the entire full attack.
Yay!
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well, your AC is currently 41, so
Nice.
it is hard to hit anybody right now.
And
All right. Back to you.
back to me. I'm gonna say,
While we're evenly matched, I think you've lost your way. You may be technically right, but you are not in the right. And full attack. And it
Full
all misses
attack.
anyway.
Completely misses because you guys' AC is so
It's just
bumped right now.
ridiculous.
Someone's got a nat 20 at some point.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Although I did touch the dice, so.
Never let
Say
Xeno
what you-
touch your dice. That's a rule.
That's what we learned tonight. Say what you will.
It's kind,
But
it's kind of
real-
like, oh, sorry.
oh, go ahead.
It's kind of like if you like touch someone with cold hands, you're basically an evil sorcerer because you're stealing their energy for yourself. It's the
Mhm,
same
that's
way
true.
that I interact with dice.
Except instead of temperature, it's luck.
Yes.
I like it. So there's no such thing as bad luck, just a lack of luck.
Correct.
I see. Okay. And nature abhors a vacuum. Therefore, whenever someone that has less luck touches someone with more luck, they sap that luck into themselves.
Exactly.
I
Yup.
see.
It's all scientific.
It's all science. Perfect
Yeah.
sense.
Makes perfect sense. Oh yeah.
All right, and sure enough, someone rolled a nat 20. It doesn't confirm,
God
but
damn it.
but it does hit at least. So other Petravian makes a full attack and strikes Petravian for 12 points of damage.
Okay.
Moving on to Petravian.
Petravian is going to lay on hands.
You want to see the longest fight in the history of the world?
I
Watch
know.
two paladins, two AC tank paladins just wailing on each other.
And
right, heal yourself for 30.
And we're gonna full attack I don't have any charges of tremor sense. Oh, well, he full attack, so no,
He's still in the
full
same
attack.
spot, yeah.
Oh, okay, so we will use full attack, and we're gonna. You know what? Since I have to crit anyway, I'm gonna power attack. Since I
Alright.
have to crit anyway.
Yeah, why not? Ah!
Oh my god. What'd you get?
Oh.
That is is that a perfect?
20!
Holy shit.
On the first. Wait. My crown.
Oh shit! The crown I got you.
My crown. Oh, let me open that shit up. Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Well, you haven't gotten to use it since, but I got it for you.
Oh yeah. Crown of Conquest. Where gains
Yeah.
a plus floor.
It
burns a critical hit.
effect centered on you.
Yeah.
So that is going to give you a +1 to all your rolls, and other Petravian a -1 to all of his rolls. So that's cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
But before we even get to that point, Petravian,
Yeah.
you grip your warhammer, and you feel this righteous sense of assuredness in your actions. You feel that this other version of you, as righteous as he seems to be, is missing the point and is gonna endanger the world if he does things the way he says. And you grip your warhammer and you swing it with all of your might, and it connects, and you feel something break on the other end of this hammer. Like you hit and you feel whatever you hit, you feel something crack inside of it. Like you feel a bone snap. And there is silence.
Oh, shit, son.
Well,
You find yourself standing there. Your invisibility spell fizzles out. And you find yourself standing there on a lithogate floating in a strange nebular abyss. And we fade to black.
What the friggity fuck?
So what do you say we do about this?
There's not so much a way in this. I am gonna keep going.
Is that what you're gonna do? You're gonna play friends with all these people, and you're going to just assume that it's gonna work out well, put yourself at all kinds of risk?
I'm not running again.
It's not running. It's saving yourself. It's protecting yourself. It's looking out for number one. And it's what I did to keep us alive. And it's what you are messing up. It's going to get us killed. So.
It might, yeah.
And I'm
It's already-
not going to let you take that chance.
It's already hurt us, it's already harmed us, it might well get us killed, but you know what? It's called living instead of just existing. You kept us going for a long time, and believe it or not, I am actually grateful to you, but your way just isn't going to work anymore. And for all the pain that you've gone through, I am genuinely sorry, but it brought us to a point where we could actually get better.
I want you to make a will save.
I will happily make a will save. That is a 24.
You feel that you almost got through to other Kurla. Other Kurla sort of, their expression softens a little bit, and they look like they're not quite sure of themselves. And then they blink a few times and they shake their head and they scowl and they say, "No. You're taking us back, and I'm going to end this." And other Kurla, is going to get ready to start casting some spells.
Kurla is going to
initiative.
realize that their hand is still on their dagger. They're going to pull the whole sheath out of their belt and they're going to hurl it into the abyss.
Just throw Life's Charge or the...
No, their older
Sorry.
dagger, the one that they've carried with them
Oh, that's
since
right, yeah.
almost as soon as they fled.
Oh, the +2?
Since shortly after they fled their village, they're going to hurl that one away. They'll keep
Toss
they'll
it into
keep,
the abyss?
Yeah.
Interesting.
but they won't touch the other one for now.
Make a perception check.
A perception check can do. Fingers crossed. Ooh, that is a 25. I'm rolling like crap tonight. I mean, comparatively speaking.
You lose sight of the dagger as it falls into the darkness. And what was that supposed to do?
I'm not fighting you. We did that long enough. Fought each other, hated each other. We're doing something different now.
We're doing something different? You think you could just say no thank you?
No thank you helping, bitch.
Well, I suppose you can just stay here and I can go back and that'll be it.
No, we're not doing that either.
And you're not going to stop me with force? You're just going to what? You're going to talk me out of it? I'm you. You can't change my mind.
I'm not willing to hurt myself more than I already have.
I think we've hurt ourselves plenty, but we
I agree.
survived because of me.
Yeah, and we're living now because of me. You've done your part, I'm grateful, but you're finished.
Damn.
You don't have to worry anymore. You don't have to fight anymore. I will take care of us. You got us as far as you did. You did what you needed to do to keep us going through some very hard times, and I am grateful to you, and I am sorry for what you went through, but we're not going back to what you were. We've grown away from you. We're better off as we are now. We've stepped out into the world. We're not gonna go back to hiding from what we really are.
Other Kurla is looking at you with a look of total contempt, scowl, and also tears streaming out of both eyes. I'd like you to make another will save, please.
Mm-hmm. That is a 22. Or did I roll the right thing? Yes, that was a 22.
Yeah. Then I'll just have to do this myself. And other Kurla is going to cast Destruction at you.
Look.
So I need you to make a Fortitude save, please.
That is a 23.
All right. Let's see here. Okay, so if I'm reading this right, the Fortitude save for you is a DC 24. for destruction, which, if I'm reading this right, there's no roll to hit. It's just a close range spell. It deals 10 points of damage per caster level, so it should deal 180 damage. So that's not altogether great for Kurla. So,
I mean, I'm
Kurla-
honestly not sure what to do as a player in this situation, but they're at the point in their arc. They are not willing to fight themselves,
Oh,
and they're also
I-
not willing to...
Yeah, no, I completely hear you.
Yeah.
So what happens is this other shadow of you, this reflection of you, is going to pull this energy up from this abyss beneath you. And you look down and you can see an array of red lights. And of course, you recognize this array of red lights in the abyss. It's that symbol that's been chasing you your whole life. An energy seems to move up from that and swirls around other Kurla's arm and concentrates in their hand. And they just throw it at you with all the force they possibly can. It strikes you and it carries you backwards and you fall into the abyss. And we fade to black.
Falling buddies.
Interesting.
Woo!
Damn it, it means my turn.
All right. Well, this is the part where I guess we have to fight, and I kill you and fix this, because you obviously can't.
I'm already fixing this.
I don't see you fixing this. I see us gallivanting in Kintao with a bunch of people that aren't even part of the family.
I'm not fixing this right now because I'm stuck in some room with some moron who doesn't know
I'm the
A
moron?
from B.
Sure, I'm the moron. Okay, that's why I have a plan to get us out of this stupid situation, and you are worrying about hoping and thinking that something might fix things, maybe, and relies on people that aren't even family to do it.
It's better than just hoping things work out with doing nothing.
It's not doing nothing. It's literally getting out of there.
Which
It's
they're already
relocating.
doing. We've been over this.
You're right. We've been over this. There's no point in talking in circles. Let's go. And other Vera bursts into a swarm.
All right.
B fight, B fight, B fight.
You're going to do initiative?
Yeah, go ahead and roll initiatives. B fight.
Oof.
All right, other
Yeah,
Vera
that's about
goes
right.
first.
Oh God.
All right, other Vera goes first and is going to cast Firestorm.
Yep.
Buzz, buzz, motherfuckers.
Buzz, buzz, motherfuckers. All right. So this is going to be 18d6 damage. I need you to make a reflex save.
You got it. That's a 22.
A 22. The DC was 21, so you pass.
Nice job.
You're going to take half damage.
Hell
which in this
yeah.
case is going to be 36 points.
It's going to be half, multiplied by 1.5, if I recall.
Oh, yeah, you're right, because you're a swarm, so that is multiplied. So 36 times 1.5. You're going to take 54 points of damage. Thank you.
Dang it.
All right, you take 54 damage from the firestorm, and that will take us to your turn.
Alrighty. Well, let's see how much do I have. Yeah, I'm also going to Firestorm.
Right? It's the right move. It's the good opener.
Yep.
All right, go ahead.
Alrighty.
I'll have other Vera roll a reflex save. Nat 20.
Oh,
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
God damn it.
All right, so go ahead and roll the 18d6,
18d6.
and we'll half it and then multiply it by 1.5, just like yours. All right.
So 30.
45.
Okay.
All right. So you throw another firestorm out. So now you both just cast firestorms at each other and just incinerate most of the room. It is now swelteringly hot in here. And you can see on the ceiling of the room, you see a beehive, similar to the hive that you're familiar with. And the firestorm appears to be burning the hive and killing all of the bees.
Oh, like
the
that?
temperature in the
That's not very nice.
the temperature of the room is so hot now that it appears to be killing all of them.
It's getting hot in here.
So hot.
Now all the bees are dying.
Oh no!
All right. Well, at this point, it is going to cast. Other Vera is going to cast Creeping Doom
Okay.
and summon some biting and stinging insects here into the field. So
Can they
that's
do-
fun.
Can they sting them while they're a swarm?
It's 2 swarms going at it, so I'd assume so.
Yeah.
Not the fun kind, though.
Mm.
Let's see. 4 massive swarms. Okay. Boom. Okay.
I hate it when Vera and Vera fight.
Hey, I was genuinely concerned when Petra and Petra were fighting. Like,
All right, that takes us to Vera.
Alrighty.
oh boy.
Oh, let's see. Oh, in that case, I'm going to cast.
Creeping Doom.
I mean,
It's the right move.
hold on, let me.
Maybe.
Alright,
Oh,
I'm going
but then
to.
again, I don't
I'm
know
going
why
to
it's-
flame strike.
All right.
Boom.
All right.
Gonna be centered on all 3 of those.
You got it. All right.
And so I just
All right.
center this azure flame into the center, in between the creeping dooms and the other Vera.
All right. So you burn up part of the creeping dooms. Quite a bit of each of them, actually. And yeah, the 2 closer to the other Vera are very badly injured, and also other Vera's swarm does not look so good either.
And I'm
Alright, that
also
takes
going
us back-
to
Oh, go
move
ahead.
as well
All right.
into a corner of the room.
All right. Other Vera is up, and the creeping dooms are going to move 30 feet. And then other Vera is going to move down a bit as well, and then cast. a
I believe
creeping doom.
Vera cannot move if she moves the
Oh,
creeping dooms.
okay. In that case, I think they're still in range of Flame Strike.
Maybe.
Let's see. Let's see. Flame Strike range. Yeah. Medium, 100 feet plus 10 per level. Is very much in range. Okay. Flame Strike centered on the back of the room to hit Vera. Reflex save, please.
Alrighty, you got it. Reflex. That is a nat 20!
Yeah, go!
Hey!
All right. Okay, so that is going to save that for half damage. So you're going to take
Fuck you, other
bit
Vera.
less. 5. You're going to take 32 points of damage from that.
Alright.
All right, which takes us back to your turn.
Alrighty.
Blah, 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 blah.
Alright. Well, what we're going to do, we're going to move. Actually, I guess I don't have to move yet. I'm going to cast another Flame Strike,
All right.
and hopefully it hits. Hopefully it hits well.
Come on. You got this, Vera. Fuck you, other
Boom.
Vera.
All right.
And that is good
Rolling
as
a
last one.
saving throw.
Come on.
All right. Other Vera is going to take. All right. So, Vera, you know, all these bees move together to cast a spell from your swarm, and this eruption of flame is going to, create this pillar of heat and fire on the other side of the room, and it is going to burn the other swarm into ash.
Woo!
Oh shit!
Nice job.
Oh, I was so close to losing there.
You're fine.
creeping
I
dooms.
believe in you.
The Kirby Dooms vanish and leave you alone in the room.
Oh.
Oh, I don't want to be here.
All right, falling.
Oh yeah, shit.
So, Riz,
Yeah.
you find yourself falling.
Okay.
There's various items that you see, like huge versions of these things, like these giant thought forms that spin and orbit around. Some of them are coins, some of them are horse, some of them is the Vardo itself.
His name
some
is
of them-
Cletus. Thank you very much.
Of course, that's what I said, horse. And you see all these different things spinning as you fall in seemingly slow motion from the platform. What would you like to do?
So, Briz is someone who practices Wayism, right? They try to practice all forms of religion.
Sure.
And in this moment, they believe that this is a test of mind over matter. And believe that even though it is a shared consciousness in a way, it is still their own mind and their own territory. So they are going to attempt to not be falling, but rather consider themselves floating and try in a way to will themselves back up.
I'd like you to make a will save, please.
Can do.
I love it.
It is your own mind, after all.
Yeah, no,
24.
I got it.
Not great,
Oh, well, okay.
but
Fuck you
But-
too.
you do manage to slow your descent, and you begin to hover
Okay.
in the lack of air, whatever you want to call this vacuum that you're in, and you are now stopped. And the other Riz is looking down at you, just kind of looking annoyed. You can't even die properly, you know that? Well, death isn't really. I was going to incapacitate. You know what I mean.
Listen.
Fine. How are we? So are we going to do this the old-fashioned way? I can start throwing spells at you.
Listen, okay? Here's the thing. You remember the time before we were cursed, yes?
That's what I said.
So you are still the person who we were when we got cursed, pretty much.
Shackled with a curse, and you weighing me down. Yes.
But who's to say that if you were to go out, you wouldn't make the same exact mistake that would cause you to get cursed again if you know how to so-called fix this issue?
Well, mostly because I know what I did to be cursed, so I just won't do that again.
I'm going to be honest. I am of the firm belief that you would do something so horrendous again that would get you cursed again because of your demeanor currently.
And you think that you, having no concept or idea of what we did, would somehow avoid it?
I
Even though you have
believe-
no idea what it was?
Yes, because I believe I am a different person.
Well, that we can both agree on.
Hey, you should kill this bitch.
I
Yeah,
cast spell
God.
turning on myself.
Okay.
And I would like to attempt. I don't really need to, but I would like to attempt to be on equal ground as this person.
Okay.
Is that another will save?
Yeah.
Okay. 22.
No.
That's fine.
You in the
Xeno cursed
perception
me
of,
too!
in the perception of your mind's eye, you're still like underneath this platform.
Can I touch your dice then?
No.
You're already cursed.
Listen. Shoo. The fact that you don't care about other people is an issue.
They don't matter.
They do. Every speck on each world matters. I've traveled far and wide to know this.
Other Riz will begin casting a spell. Roll initiative.
Okay. Let's go. I won, bitch.
All right. You have initiative.
I
What would you
do.
like to do?
Yeah. Oh boy. That's a good question. That's a really good question.
Yeah.
How far down am I?
20 feet.
20 feet? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Disintegrate.
That's the move.
There you go.
That's the move. That was what I was going to cast at you, so it works out.
Fuck it.
All right.
And
Yeah.
I would like to
Make this thing as crunchy as you can.
yeah. So
Alright.
I'm gonna up the DC and I'm gonna up the power with my rune points and I'm gonna just use
All of
them. Fuck it like a bucket.
Wait,
All
what?
14?
I only have one disintegrate spell, so if it misses, oh well. Because I have everything
Alright.
else in chain lightning, so fuck it!
So this all comes down to an attack roll, basically. All right.
Yeah.
Well, it's a touch attack.
Yep.
And Riz, your touch AC is 15.
Yeah.
You got a 19.
Yeah.
So you're gonna hit.
Oh, hell
Just
yeah.
from my floating spot, I kind of scratch my neck, shrug. I point at them. Sorry about this, but I can't let you hurt any more worlds or whatever else you did. Bye.
And just to make sure, the rune points you were dumping into that, how many were to up the DC and how many were to up the damage?
I'd say like 10 for the DC, so it would have to be 33.
God damn. Okay.
And then 4 for the damage, because I'm pretty sure I don't even have enough HP for that.
Yeah, so 4 for the damage would pump it up to 170 damage, and the 10 for the DC would pump it up to 33
Yeah.
fort. So here we go, DC 33 fort save. All right. So Riz,
Yeah.
as you were sort of floating there in midair, you conjure this spell, and you see all these runes sort of appearing out of the air and attaching themselves to the spell as you're casting it. So these symbols start like these glowing runes appear during the spell casting, affix themselves to this energy that's building up in the palm of your hand, and you aim it and you fire it down your finger. It streaks across the 20 feet between you and other Riz, and it strikes other Riz center mass. And the spell and all these runes start to like spill out of them as their form sort of turns inside out into dust, as it slowly consumes them from the center outward. And the other Riz just sort of looks at you disappointed, as they turn to dust.
I shrug and I let myself fall.
We fade to black.
Whew. Well, that was intense. That was all up to whoever rolled first.
All right.
Oh shit! Okay.
I imagine this is a
So-
big map, actually.
Let's see.
That is a big map.
Is anyone else able to see it yet?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, cool. All right. So you find yourself on another rock floating in some sort of twisting stellar abyss. There's little gold lights that seem to form bridges between a series of interconnected stone platforms. If you look down, you can see what look like planets floating through this space. And then also, every so often, you see what looks like a quasar or some sort of strange star, filling this area full of a strange reddish yellow light. The area itself is seemingly abandoned of any life or any sign of anything here, aside from a weird-looking stone shrine a few islands away. The other noticeably strange thing is that you find yourselves here with each other.
Hi, guys.
Am I still bees?
No. You are back to your normal form.
Am I still singed?
Yeah, you're still singed.
Wonderful.
I look fine.
Just legs or arms on knees.
You okay?
I'm fine.
You don't look fine.
It's alright, I got it. And my left arm is going to turn into this kind of kneeled amber shape as I stab myself in the heart.
Nice.
All right.
Just,
It's like giving oneself a shot of adrenaline, you know?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
It's gonna be cure critical. Oh, boy.
All right.
Vera, has anyone
Petravian.
ever told you you're scary?
A lot of people, but a lot of people are wrong.
The Petravian will drop to his knees with his hammer in front of him.
Brother, are you alright? Yeah, Vera will rush over to Petravian.
I hope he's okay.
Did you have to fight a version of yourself too?
The worst version of myself, yes. I called for Chisel's help and he saved me as he does, but he leapt off into the abyss. I don't know what all this gestures to all this, and when we get back, back to our bodies. I need to see if he's okay.
Of course, brother. It's probably all just in our minds. Vera says. I'm not so sure.
Hello, Kurla.
So, Beardy, which Kurla is standing there?
That's you. That's Kurla standing there.
Okay.
And you seem to be uninjured. Completely.
Well, Kurla looks a little bit out of it, and tears are streaming down their face. Because the last thing, obviously, that they remember is seeing themselves with tears streaming down their face, and anger and fear and all those nasty expressions as they hurled red and black evil, destructive magic at themselves. And something weird, I think, happened in that moment. I think that Kurla saw themselves and fully understood themselves, and possibly even did what everyone else in their life has managed to do, except them to this point, which is to forgive themselves.
Kurla, you're crying. Hello?
Hello, Res.
Did you see Varla?
No, I saw myself.
Oh.
What's and all, as it turns out, so to speak. How are you?
I'm alright. I'm killed the me that used to be.
Well done. I hope that was.
I hope it's for
Healing.
the best. Could be terrible mistake. Oh well.
I hope that was good for you, and in the long run, I hope that was
Honestly,
the right thing for you.
I wanted to offer them, like, control after we save the world, but they were a little too like, no, I'm gonna do it now. And I just couldn't let that happen, because I wasn't about to risk a world, so...
I wanted to run and hide and burn all of the bridges and just be alone where I couldn't hurt anyone and no one could hurt me.
Sounds lonely.
Yeah. I destroyed myself over it.
Well, how do you feel now?
Lighter, somehow.
In a good way or a bad way?
In a good way, I think.
That's good. I was kind of hoping for the whole, like, we hug and we become one person thing, and then we achieve true balance, but it wasn't so. They kind of, like, put their arm around me and chucked me off a cliff. It was kind of funny, though. I'm not going to lie. It was a very good turnaround piece. It was very funny.
That does sound... I don't want to say it sounds like you, but it sounds...
Comical, in the very least, yes?
It sounds like your sense of humor and surprise, yeah, certainly.
Did we all face the selfish versions of ourselves?
I don't know if they were selfish.
The parts of ourselves, maybe, that we left behind or need to leave behind.
Maybe it was a mirror to show us how far we've grown.
I mean,
I hope so.
if it's like a positive, like, I'm all for that.
Petravian looks out to the abyss and everything and calls out, "Who is in control of all this?"
Isn't it pretty?
It is actually quite something.
You hear a voice bubble up in the back of your head. It has a strange echoing effect to it, and it says, "Aren't you in control of your own mind?"
Hardly.
Very much so. Now even more.
Where are we? Just a combined consciousness now, or what?
Who knows? Let's try figuring it out. And Riz is gonna try to walk on light.
Yeah, it sustains your weight.
Very trusting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if it's my own mind, yeah. It's all safe to
That's right.
go.
Stands
Kurla
up.
will follow after Riz, or attempt to.
Brother,
Yeah.
do you have anything else for this? And motions at like the burns on her arms.
Petravian will put out his hand to clasp yours and lay on hands for you.
Begrudgingly hold your hand.
Aw.
That's a lot of
For
sixes.
33 points.
Hey, you did the same amount that I stabbed into me.
And he'll throw in another one for you.
Oh,
For 29.
Wonderful.
All right, Vera, you are fully topped off.
Feeling so good. All right. Thank you, brother. Let's
Anything for you.
let's try to get out of this.
Come on, guys!
And Vera will follow onto this light path.
All right.
You know, I've
you
heard
go
about
across
walking
the-
on sunshine before, but this is ridiculous.
As I walk onto the Fallout 4 neuron path.
Nice.
Yeah, you head across, and you are just presented with this strange panoramic view of this odd scape of space and planets and nebula and strange things just hanging around. You're not sure whose brain this is, but I don't think
Right?
this is any of your four.
This is so cool.
It is.
I love this area. Yellow's not exactly my color, but it's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
As you approach the stone area, a door will shimmer into existence on it. It seems to be a freestanding door that doesn't look like it goes in it, like it's a closed door. But you can see on either side of it, and it's just a door frame there. It's closed with a door.
Who wants to open it? I will. Just goes to open it.
Riz, you move up to the platform and you open the door, and you are greeted with a view of what appears to be a tavern, maybe? You're not sure. It looks like a comfortable place to sit down and have a meal. Would you like to go inside?
I'm gonna look back at Vera. Do you see the tavern?
Do I see this tavern, Beardy?
Yeah, you see a long table with some food on it. You see things hanging up on the walls. It looks nice and cozy inside. It appears to be a tavern of some form.
It does look better than this hellscape.
I think this place is cool.
Name one good thing about it.
I mean, it's pretty. There's sparkles everywhere.
It's a
There's
fucking
floating
rock.
lands.
It's pretty
So is
stunning for me, at
Petravian.
least.
He has amber on him.
Oh, those are the only good parts of him.
There's a lot of... He has a good heart, I think.
Aw.
And just the amber. Got it.
Amber looks good.
I mean, I have some pretty good parts too.
Riz is gonna close the door and open it again.
You close the door and open it again, and it looks like a tavern inside.
Okay, I just wanted to see if it changed. Fuck it. Looks like that's the next place. Let's go.
Vera will follow Riz into the tavern.
Excellent.
Petravian
Ivy
will
and
do
Kurla?
likewise. Mm-hmm. Will do likewise.
Right.
Close the door as we
Yeah,
enter, because you don't let in a draft.
Kurla will do likewise as well.
Okay. Well, the lot of you step in, and you find yourselves in a new space. You find yourselves in a tavern. A pretty nice looking one at that. A moment as I load you in here.
Let me in. Let me in!
All right. And you find yourselves in a nice tavern. There's a single big table in the center, and it's loaded with different kinds of foods. There's some gentle music coming from somewhere. You're not entirely sure where. But aside from some decorations and some plants, the only thing you notice is at the table, sitting there drinking from a clay cup, is the Emperor of Kentao.
Damn.
Hello! It's good to see you again.
He waves and gives you all a smile.
Oh
Hello.
my goodness, you would not believe the day we just had.
Ooh.
It was crazy.
Mind if we sit?
You're welcome to sit, of course.
Thank you.
Of course.
It's not my table. Anyone's welcome here.
Whose table is it?
I suppose it belongs to the universe.
Thank you, universe.
Thank you, universe. So how are
Fine,
you here
fine.
right now? Are you meditating where you are? Or...
Oh, yes. I meditate often.
Oh, wonderful. Well, it is wonderful to meet you in this space then.
And you see this as a tavern?
Yes.
Nice, great hall, yes.
Interesting.
What do you see
I
it
suppose
as?
that makes sense. Well, I think we all see it as what we want it to be. So, I suppose it's something familiar to all of us. For me, it's simply my home.
Oh,
Well, that's adorable.
Has the way that you view it changed as you've lived for your many years?
I suppose so, in subtle ways. It's always been a place that I feel comfortable in, or safe. It's always been some refuge.
how often do other people join you here?
Almost never. This is a place where the psyche goes when it reaches the deepest levels of meditation. A place that
Hey.
typically only those who have achieved a sense of harmony arrive at. I'm glad to see all of you made it. See, my advice to go to Mount Tian Shan was not bad advice.
I appreciate that the room is sort of like me in a sense that you see, well, sometimes what you want. It is nice.
I mean, it may seem strange, but over there, and he points to the far end of the room by the fireplace, there is what at first seemed like a bearskin rug on the ground. But as he indicates toward it, it seems to shift into a sleeping, scaled creature.
Kurla
Even-
will
Even
approach it.
Bylong is still here, asleep, but even in their sleep, they still are able to reach this place, what you might call Zen.
It's peaceful here, I say as I returned to the seat. They got kind of halfway, realised what it was as he said the name, and then returned to their seats. Like, no, not going to wake up.
I'm curious where Jiro is. He meditated
He's-
with us.
True. But perhaps he didn't need to be here.
Oh boy.
It's
I take it you all had an interesting journey getting here?
That's a way to put it.
Yes.
Was it informative?
It sure was something.
No, it wasn't really informative at all.
Vera.
He asked the
The word-
question.
That's fair.
the word I would use is cathartic.
The Emperor nods,
I gained some
Maybe.
insight out of it.
along the lines of what I had hoped.
I gained some insight about myself and
Good.
what I need to do.
Well, that's why we're all here, isn't it? Come to an understanding of ourselves and know where we need to go from here.
Haven't found my way here. I would love to stay, but also I wouldn't have found my way here had I not realized that you can't stay. You know, you have to do the things that you've prepared to do. We can't stay here, can we?
I
Here
mean-
at Zen?
In this place of peace, there's too much conflict yet ahead of us, I would imagine.
It's true. But if you found your way here once,
We can do it
perhaps
again.
you can find your way back.
I hope so.
Definitely. once you open the door once, you kind of figure out how it works, its mechanics. You can always enter again, especially if it's inside of you.
I agree.
Where do we go from here?
Well, the reason I wanted you to go to Mount Tian Shan in the first place was in the hopes that you would reach here. You would reach Zen, because, well, here is where you will find the answer that you seek.
A
You're looking
person
for-
who is old enough and also has true balance.
Exactly. I'm glad you remember. And if someone fits that category, they can make it here. And you'll hopefully encounter them here.
Riz looks out across the table and just kind of looks at the Emperor. You're not old enough, though.
I lack the aptitude with magic that's required.
Right. And our lovely lady over here is still sleeping.
I'm afraid so. And I fear she'll be asleep for some time yet. But there are others that pop in from time to time,
So we wait.
if that's all right with you.
Fuck it. Riz goes to grab a turkey leg off the table.
It is still, like, as you pull it off, the meat is steaming. Like, it's somehow still, like, piping hot.
How much time is passing outside while we spend time in here? That is my concern.
Oh, you needn't worry about that. Time flows differently in all places, especially within the own mind.
Very true. Very, yeah.
So, so I would not be too concerned about the day slipping away from you.
Pours the
Very well.
glass of whatever is in front of us. Well,
It's
might as well
Quicksilver.
put that back.
Oh, sorry, that was mine.
My apologies.
Oh, it's fine. He picks up the vessel and swirls it around with his hand, just swirls the entire vessel, and then sets it back down and slides it back over toward you.
Hey!
That's a nice track.
Pulls it back.
And this time, when you pour it, red wine pours out.
It's still Quicksilver. He's like,
That-
I just like to stir it, man.
Yeah.
Stop taking my drink.
Not gonna lie, that is very impressive.
It's truly, once you realize that I did almost nothing. This place is a reflection of your own mind, and you project your desires into it. You could do the same thing.
Okay. I desire to meet someone here that can help us.
I see. I'm sure they'll be along shortly.
Kurla's gonna reach for. Is there a tureen of soup anywhere on the table? I'm looking for it.
Do you want there to be one?
I think Kurla is in the mood for a certain type, yes.
All right. Then, as you reach, it manifests.
They will pour themselves a bowl of a particular kind of mushroom stew that they have not had since the last time they were in Palayana, when they reunited with their mother. And they will sip at that and look around, still a tad impatient for whoever
Dance
is supposed to
turkey.
show up.
Kurla, it tastes like nostalgia. It tastes like spending an afternoon running amok with your little sister.
Yeah, the tears are going as Kurla does their best to eat this slowly and in some sort of dignified manner. It's kind of hard to do when you're sobbing, but
Why?
Memories can be a very powerful thing.
Riz looks down. I'm sure they are. I'll get there eventually. More important things need to happen first.
All right, you don't have memories. Right.
Wow, Vera. Really good at the whole, like... Whatever.
Is it me, or have you somehow become more blunt? I didn't know that is possible. I'm actually impressed.
I just forgot that they didn't have any memories. Just came to me. It's the Zen atmosphere.
Of course. Well, it's good to know you care enough to remember.
Yep.
God damn it.
So, what's happening?
Yeah, what's going on?
So, he will sit and have a polite conversation with you for as long as you need. But
We'll just
if
wait
you
it
just
out.
want to just wait it out, then a little while later, as you sit at the table and sort of enjoy or don't enjoy, I think Kurla has at least figured out that this can be
Still
used to tap into some
crying.
wonderful childhood memories, and the rest of you just want to get on with things.
Yeah, they're doing some healing right now.
Yeah, this is
I
some
made the
spiritual...
turkey dance.
Do you want to make the turkey dance?
I said it earlier, but you know,
Yeah.
the turkey dance is during this time period.
All right. So the turkey gets up on one leg and hops around.
Beautiful.
Doesn't
Kurla will
dance.
tap out a beat on the table for it to dance to.
It would do a jig, but it does only have one leg since I ate the other.
Yeah.
Horrifying.
The bread's just
And
loafing
after some
around.
time, the end of the table is suddenly occupied. But strangely, the figure that appears is semi-translucent, as if they're half here and half not here. And they seemingly can't see you or anyone else in the room. It's like they're somewhere else entirely. You see an oddly dressed halfling sitting at the end of the table.
What is he oddly
looks-
dressed in?
He's oddly dressed in that he's wearing what looks like some sort of dinner jacket and very fanciful clothes, but it's all sewn with gold leaf almost.
Oh, yep.
It's happening!
Fuck
Oh.
yeah.
He's sitting there and he's picking up a teacup and sipping it and having a conversation that seems to be with someone that isn't here. Oh yes, very good. Of course. Oh, thank you. Oh, it's lovely. You really didn't have to go to that trouble. Mm-hmm. There are. Send them in. Of course. It's not an interruption. Please, send them in.
Skills.
Hello?
He takes his teacup and takes another sip of it. Ah. Never fails. After so many years, it still tastes as good as the first time I've tried it.
Does to Vera, did this look like Zell's halfling form?
It does.
I fucking said it.
I, as
A
a
moment.
player, said it.
A moment later, he looks up. Oh, good. He stands up, steps around the table slightly. Of course. No, it's all right. You don't have to be worried. I don't bite. You're welcome here, as are all halflings. This is a place of refuge and peace.
He finds true balance when he's
it's-
meeting with his people.
It's good to meet you. And then he says that to one and then turns and drops to a knee and holds out a hand. And it's good to meet you. What's your name? It's a very good name, Garbin. I've met a few people with that name before. Well, you're both welcome here.
Damn, son.
We fade to black.
Thanks for listening. As always, special thanks to William Succi and Andreas Pichler for the intro and outro themes, and Emily Roll for Fantasy for this episode soundtrack. Interested in following us on social media? Follow us on Twitter at CheckPleaseDND. Or want to support the podcast and be part of the Czech Republic? Go to our Patreon under the Czech Republic. Until next time.